useni mansata alale ya mansandi mbaro da bodima mbaro da bodima enu mukunda da bodima alale bate jola mansole bate jola aye Gambia bondi bata kono maje molu bele se wota alabe nyinkela manso be nyinkela usen bota nyani dobo dobo gaye usen anata kombo tumami londo nata kulli okaelo adabo Gambia Gambia kai Mandela mayinduru kema alafo salida bokema adale bate joda ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje Muna dabo sanka baluo mbe useni dabo julalema julo ka man la maje ni aja man la maje suluo simenele da useni mansata alale ya mansandi mbaro da bodima Gambia bondi bata kono maje molu bele se wota alabe nyinkela manso be nyinkela usen bota nyani dobo dobo gaye usen anata kombo tumami londo nata kulli okaelo adabo ayadoku oge Gambia Gambia kai Mandela mayinduru kema alafo salida bokema adale bate joda jilansi sedima kanja mane dimma sali suare di malem jari jalo di ma jari fulo di ma tida sise di malem munani tata mailitu munante ni mpumbole mude jukuna munaninte bota mailitu itebe denkili jumale lala munaninte bota mailitu itebe denkili jumale lala ni useni fata dami nte jukuna nyanta fala jele Mandela do buoke Gambia bebe jelena Gambia bebe se ore lumena Mandela minada volunta be pipeline birinda ko sanka julojita akonte nganta tule volumonu bere kamfata bari wole mama dimulo woli ba mama dimulo ala be jinkera manso be jinkera ale fonsaje keme se jamme nyolbe no ko njaay wole fala sonko nyolbe ale fonsaje ombendi abunne ye Gambia badiale yabunya yabo badia aji yamuseka badia aji sukaina ka badia biwo bediale de ye biwo bediale ye amaru badiale amaru sane badiale la mini masi badia ye la mini masi badia ke mosi se bedia ke mosi se badia de ye la jukonde badia ye na to jalo ke ma ala jukonde badia biwo bedi ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje na dabo sanka baluo me useni dabo julalema julo ka manla maje ni aja manla maje suluo simbeneleda useni masata alale amansandi mbaro da bodimma
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sehu kalbe bismillah yuripion nan bantaba bi tenerlungo August karotel tanin nani now the 14th of August 2023 19:19 p.m. right now across the UK. It's 20:19 p.m. in mainland Europe. Obviously it should be 19 minutes past 6 o'clock in the Gambia, 19 minutes past 11 a.m. in Seattle. Welcome to Mbake Monday's edition of Current Affairs Show. Kalbe bismillah mel dunno kal tempo foran kal jay bake foran alka na ka kafu mo nyamin platform to min nata jam banku be kacha o indol foran sawarindi atol tin the platform is still alive and kicking well, thanks to extreme fans and supporters of YouTube Online Bantaba. Nimbot I'll acknowledge the program of that in Mario ka tentu ka duanyina bulu fanang alaman dun nanyin program ko bismillahirrahmanirrahim ka fonda kono alhamdulillah rabbil alamin baw atelen tol da matalin dunya ton ko nanula maton sufol ni sondamol ni jatol balu tentula baba bali jaila alama Cairo sabatela da maltema alama man talla in tanka in sutura ni na dimbayalu ayna jata kendal to mul bel man jata kendal soto man talla jata kendal dila sabante frewol matuwe alama ni mani kufurkle betamente je karla alama Cairo sabatela dunia kono alama man talla Cairo kendol kilinkiliye ni na dimbayalu na patiwe falam alama alay yirwani kambe wayo sabatin kono na nyaton gol man wallahi tanka ay sonno mo tibulu Gambia fadam mo Gambia di alama alay falindiri senengo samananje falindiro me alon ko to be to the benefit of every Gambian, not just one set of people. Alama alay okay atelea semboba atella sa nole anu atemo bukati dictate alaftala watu menade kala wala namina nani kairola fitino man nafasu to fitino masibu ko warale ko sibu kala be darna ramen mbokay mang la bismillah yidi to lay banda ba tay londi fukki fan ak ñenent ci wéri August elek la Sammari and we want to say happy Sammari in advance to our Christian brothers and sisters in the Gambia and around the world. Tomorrow obviously is a public holiday in the Gambia. We wish everybody in Gambia a very enjoyable public holiday. We wish our Christian brothers enjoyable feast. The ñaalalan direct na ñaanal yeen yépp yàlla suñu borom sutura suñu njabooti may ñu wér gu yaram ñoo xam ne amuñ ko yàlla may leen wér gu yaram ñoo xam ne dañ génn si àdduna si ndogali yàlla continue di ñaanal yàlla suuf bi continue di seta seen kaw suñu borom jégal leen seen bàkkaar yi suñu réew Gambia yàlla jàmm yàgga fa waaye yàlla ñu am change of leadership. Man loolu laa bugga te am naa right pour mu wax loolu suma civic right la. ku nekk ak loo bugga yàlla ñu am change of leadership. every suñ pare ñu ñaan suñ borom yàlla defal ñu loolu suy ñëw nag yàlla def ko si jàmma. soxla ñu fitna nag ku bugg a indi fitna yàlla mu kuppa sa kaw. because Gambien ni ñun jàmm rek lañ xam. commencé si koo xam ne moom mooy the first leader of the Republic of the Gambia, the late Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara. jàmm rek la bëggoon te loolu tax ñun Gambien si loolu la ñuy yaru ñoo xam ne ñun fekk nañ jamono boobu ñu soxloon yëfi ngiri ngaaru. Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara dafa jubal Gambien si defal Gambien si benn indiwut yëfi tribalism Gambia. loolu tax tribalism is completely alien to most Gambians. waaye tey dañ am nguur boo xam ne ñoom si loolu lañ di dunda loolu lañ gëm because they have no meaningful policies to sell to Gambian people. so luñ mun a def mooy indi xaajaloo so that they can survive. Why they will only survive to some point because koo xam ne you want to thrive on divide and rule, the ending is normally very bad for you. te incha loolu dina xew yaa Adama Barrow ak gaayam yi ak ñoñam yi dinañ ko gis. ñun ñoo yàkkamti rek waaye yàlla moom du yàkkamti. yàlla du yàkkamti waaye yàlla du ànd ak tooñkat. yàlla du ànd ak orkat. parce que yàlla moom dëgg rek la de support. fen nag daf di am doole ba ñeneen ñoo xam ne seen gom-gom dafa xala manqué tuuti dañ di caalit waaye bul kenn caalit. we will be victorious in the end inshallah. First things first bala ma dugg si programme bi maa ngi def courtesy reminder to the folks in the UK. Our Congress is slated to happen in London on the 7th of October. Important dignitaries are expected to attend. And then soxla koo xam ne da nga oo sa boppa UDP ak ñoo xam ne dañ nekk sympathizers pour ngeen jënd asobe yi de on sale £20 each. ba pare dinañ fa am congress boobu noonu dinañ sànni karta to elect new executive of UDPK chapter. Once again, to thank all of you for your support in our fundraising that took place in Leeds. We will be sharing the thank you message soon to our members from the PR team. It's already been drafted. We'll share it with the executive members. And once it is endorsed by them, we will share it in the general forum. So thank you, Leeds. Thank you to everybody affiliated with the Noble Party of UDP. Membership cards are also available at £20 each. If you want a replacement card, you have to pay £5. All funds should be lodged into the chapter's account. And most of you would have got those details. You see WhatsApp group see we did put the chapter's account details, Backlist Bank account details in the UDP forum 1, 2, and other forums. So when you go there, you will see the chapter's account. Don't give the money to third party. Preferably, we want all funds to be lodged in the chapter's account. So again, we want to also remind people that we are planning to do a protest in London on the 21st of September. Plans are afoot to have this protest organized at the Gambian High Commission in London. And we will intend to go to the Nigerian High Commission because Nigeria is a key player in the ECOWAS. And we would possibly go to the Commonwealth Secretariat. We didn't see the point of going to the Senegalese embassy because of the way Macky Sall is behaving right now. We would have loved to be there, but I think it would be meaningless to go there because Macky Sall himself is acting dictatorial right now. So it's going to be counterproductive for us to even go there. So, Kalbe Tentukal J, this is just the announcements. Mealonko will be giving details. When the permit is, Tungo Marena is working on the permit right now. He's in talking to the British Militant Police in London, exchanging emails with them. And once that is sorted, we will then definitely confirm the dates for those who would like to attend. Just to reiterate, the protest will go ahead. It doesn't matter the number of people that showed up. Even if 20 people are there, we would still protest. It is the message that is important. We want to protest against the injustice in the country. We want to protest against endemic corruption in the country. And we want to protest about the draft constitution. And when you talk about the draft constitution, that brings to the agenda the issue of the no to third term for Adama Barrow. Then we go protest tamit affaire health sector, the death of 80 plus children through AKI. We want to also protest against this needless arrest right now taking shape and form in our country, systematically trying to silence those who are in the media, people who are perceived to be critics of the government. And we will not accept this. We will refuse to be intimidated, because the Gambia belongs to everybody. Gambia doesn't belong to Adama Barrow and his cronies. Gambia doesn't belong to NPP. Gambia doesn't belong to UDP. It doesn't belong to GDC. It belongs to every bona fide citizen. We all have a stake in that country. It is absolutely disappointing, disheartening to see that we are going down the slippery slope of dictatorship. After we fought hard for 22 years to try to redeem our country from the clutches of dictatorship, now the never again has become a joke. We should not even use that phrase anymore. The never again slogan that was popular during the TRRC is now being ridiculed by the very government that established the TRRC through the Act of Parliament. Loolu tax suñu warugal la ñun Gambians yi ñu bañ te nit ki sooy bañ nag waruloo ragal, sooy bañ si digga waruloo ragal, waruloo tiit, and you should not be labor. Politics déma wax naa ko fii, dafa mel ni ku bugg a lekk suppa kanja nga de man suma gémmi du laal diwtiir, kon bul jegeñ suppa kanja. Ku bugg a dugga si politics bul ragal ñu arrest la. Tey Alaaji Bora mu ngi toog Karaba police station depuis démba, du sagom, waaye because dafa bugg a réewam, su gis loo xam ne jaadut mu wax ko si yar ak teggin, du saaga kenn, du ŋàñña kenn, te mu ngi invoke his citizenship right to free speech. Si kaw loolu ñoo xam ne dañ oote seen bopp supporters of NPP manko génne audio maa si Racky Sehu Mballo yi, maa si Lamin Touré yi nekk Brikama, dugga si NPP forum bi du wax IGP ne dafa war a arrest Alaaji Bora. And this IGP boo xam ne dogo kat la, gomut boppam, man suma xelaat gom-gomam bi si yàlla sa defa des. Loolu suma xelaat la te am na droit pour ma wax ko, because nit koo xam ne da nga gëm yàlla waruloo allow non-entities, imbéciles si toog fale si social media la dictate te yow nga ne yow lawyer nga, da nga dem university jàng law. Ablaye Sagnang na ko bala fa warata. Ablaye Sagnang ka karanta lu wale karam at the University of the Gambia. Some of these imbeciles and these non-entities in NPP ñoo xam ne mënuñoo ràññaale, they can differentiate between the left right and the left hand and the right hand. ñoom ñooy gën a audio, and we are witnessing this all over again. Yaagut the same clique of people ñoom ñoo demoon ci WhatsApp forums yi just after the local government elections di wax ne Adama Barrow dafa war a control some media houses because ñoom ñooy tax NPP di lose in Kombo. wax boobu noonu ñaan lañ doon joxoñ mooy Suu Radio ak King FM Kër Fatou. And no wonder after ñooñu bu ñu wax the director general of Pura Yusufa Job ko xam ne kooku in fact dëgga kooku warut a liggéey si nguuri Gambia. kooku daf doon liggéey international appointment mu def fa njuuj njaaj, and he was investigated and found to be corrupt. ñu daaxa ko si international appointment am bi. waaye su Gambia National Assembly mun seen liggéey, kooku dañu war a summon kooku no the director general Pura laajte nguuri Gambia lu tax ñu appoint somebody who is proven to be corrupt during his tenure international stage. kooku lu tax mu war a lead Pura mooy Yusufa Job. te man su may wax lii duma wax allegedly because Yusufa Job gine jàpput ko dofut sax mu ne man def maa suuf si suma wax bi because evidence is there. Malagan has published this is on record. fu mu doon liggéey ñooñu dañ ko joxoon legal right. Why after all investigations established ne dafa jeex loo xam ne jaarul ak liggéeyam, and he was sacked. looloo tax bu ma wax topic bi fii da ngeen dégga Yusufa Job ŋaang, da ngeen dégga nguuri Adama Barrow ŋaang, da ngeen gis góor gi Sankare tontuma dofut sax. UDP Online Bantaba ñun dégga rek lañ dee wax fii. looloo tax suñu wax dara du ñëw ragal. doomi Adama soo nekk si digga doo ragal. ima ñana sila la ika moom moo jaaka sila nabe diamo la rek. The person has something to hide. ñun lu ñoo wax fi dañ ko dee enquête investigate ko. Yusufa Job tey mooy director general Pura waru fa nekk, waaye dañ am a very non-functional National Assembly. defuñ seen liggéey. lan lañ fa nekk mooy tukki di padiem di toppatoo seen boppa, may leen seen boppa plots of land, di jox seen boppa $100,000 is clothing allowance. faale wuñu askani Gambia. lan lañ faale ñoom seen bopp. loolu tax taluñu. Adama Barrow mun na appoint criminal in our institutions. The National Assembly will remain mute. And the 6th legislature, you're all going to be judged. Why is Yusufa Job still Director General Pura? I'm asking this legit question. Has any of you asked this parliamentary question? Have you done due diligence to investigate and go and look into the Malagan story on Yusufa Job? That's your duty as a National Assembly member. That's not my duty. My duty is to pass the message. But you're all silent. We have discussed this on the platforms. Online coffee. Malagan has published it. Can you need tech because mënuñ seen liggéey. luñ ko mooy dem AU parliament, ECOWAS parliament, dem di wax Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, su nit yi wax rek ñu mer. waaw ku mer nag ñun faale wuñu loolu. dégg rek mooy tax Gambia dem si kanam. to ñaale baat na Gambia bi taa ñaato. So Pura yeletoro safe King FM ka membe kirin silandi ki hutul hatal. loolu lan la olof yi di wax xoxatal ndax loolu la Jojo Ndour xoxatal la ndax di xoxatal ñu ne ñooñu ñu bind leen lettre. waaye ñan ñoo indi loolu mooy the same imbeciles in MPP non-entities ñoo xam ne tey ñoom ñooy dictate the so-called Inspector General of Police te IGP moom dafa toog si office am kan la di yónni di execute this idea of trying to silence people mooy Pa Alieu Jawara kooku sax suma mbokk la nag dama bokk ak moom nag Pa Alieu Jawara mbaadi wolom ani Jawara Kunda family dendale ala ko malo warata bake okay ite ma fo kure buka fo bundul hatal bayende ba wolom bundul hatal wolom bundul hatal lolom jerejef thank you bana ba yete lay sura ka muy jojo dur sifa ana suma olof benen olof teacher bi Mamad Job fo neka suma changi rek nga binda Mamad yo gom na la kale mom suma NPP la suma wrong yi sa def ma ridicule duma correct jojo ndur suma NPP la anyway so mbadi molu nga kibarol la moy bi mbe gambianol tentulo bake gambianol mel be diamu kam WhatsApp ol kono nana broda moy la Lamin Silla very powerful message Lamin Silla me New York but Lamin Silla de samba be baro sino bali andila Lamin Silla ko akana platform la yele no to tamboro platform ako nyin sibito they are going to launch. Thank you so much Lamin Silla, we look forward to the launching. That is good. Not that time, but Lamin Silla in New York ngela audio moyle be nyanjay tentula nyanjay jerejef madi jobate make ku kama mol men bebe diamo ko Omar Wali wolu mol men bebe saferole la Facebook re da mobe to fola no juka sise video ko kono mba tentula juka mom bosam de made sorry Nene Fredo Gomez. In fact, I'm going to have Nene Fredo Gomez today here as a guest. She's going to come, I think, hopefully in 20 minutes' time. If the internet line in Gambia is stable, she will join by video link. So, me molde tentula meli alongo is saferoke. Me keri fadula management fanang tentula. Standing in solidarity with ila staff. Me alongo to do quality. Me media house so tentula me alongo to amplify the message. Amalo waratale. Asila nya warata. Ni sai momo kadiamu. Pa Alieu Jawara yekumandi tete danku Senegambia walam kairaba. Ambe kamaneke nyin kumandi rolu ike silandile. This is really despicable. But we shouldn't get intimidated. Because these bad leaders, what they do, they thrive on this act where they will try to make you feel weak or make you look weak. And Gambia and the Faragal arrest. Maybe the nostalgia of the dictatorship is still having impact on us. Gambian onika go police. Hey, you carry command police le. Go. Police tama nyana mosila la de fona tari kule ke me ale manyana tikela. Ni command police tete dan ko doro. Men kole ata je doro ke la freedom all seized. Like Alaji Boros today, his freedom seized illegally in my eyes. But we are watching because the constitution is very clear and is explicit. They must charge him within 72 hours. Anongambia mansa kuna anale lua bruka bankudingo le lua tinyala. Let that be very clear. Because mansa kunda le lua tinyala, iko bankudingo le lua ja, with respect. Nalma Alaji Bora charge within 72 hours. Aliabula. Nimbangudingo fundi de lua tinya, atole lua tinya. Justice Minister Daura Jallo, read my lips. IGP Sanya, read my lips. We are going to follow the due process of the law. Ba constitutional commentary tan taworo wala nimfola. Alienyan alsa albala cookies up to this morning. he was in charge. They took a statement from him, and they said they also took a statement from a so-called witness. But he is not charged yet. Fanata yaa charged this afternoon. Jaay doole rek te jaay doole waxtu jaay doole dafa passé Gambia. Gambia ñoo ko nangu. Am na ñoo xam ne they dare to liberate this country. Solo Sandeng made ultimate sacrifice. People died for his cause. Tey yow nga toog Alaaji Boro lu mu wax man it dinaa ko wax fii suma aga Gambia ngeen arrest ma. Yes, any government leader boo xam ne yow danga title constitutional coup d'état mooy time limit ñëw nga change constitution bi nga lifin ko. Yes, am nañ is correct. People have right to say that yow dañ la war a coup d'état te ñaata nit ñoo wax lii. Even Nigerians yi wax nañ ko all over the sub-region, this Niger thing. Go TikTok, ñëpp ñu ngi ko wax, and those people are not arrested. Waaye Fat Touré nag am na lu mu wax tey King FM, because I religiously listen to King FM's news. Bés bu nekk balaa ma ñëw programme dama ko di déglu. Mu ne moom dafa gis li as an affront on Kër Fatou. Loolu la ko gisee. Mu ne journalists, staff of Kër Fatou have been systematically targeted. You remember during the nomination, some cameraman was assaulted, State House, that again. Most of our staff members targeted because they have in their heads that Kër Fatou ak Mbekiri are UDP. Which is completely false. It's erroneous. It's not true. How many times have we UDP supporters disagreement with Pabudu Boja on some issues? And I have said here, Fatou Touré, I'm not holding brief for Kër Fatou. Kër Fatou has written stories that are very unsettling for UDP. She has written about things that I would not even discuss them here, because those things are very, very. It's a very uncomfortable terrain for me. If something negative is negative about the party that I support, I'm not going to make that as a topic on Bantaba, because here we are here primarily to promote the UDP agenda. Yes, and we don't shy away from that. This is platform to promote UDP's agenda. The name speaks for itself. But these are independent media platforms. It's not UDP Kër Fatou. It's not UDP Membekiri. But I will have Nene Freda Gomez. Maybe Kohamne is one of the councillors, KMC. But I'm not inviting her. I didn't invite her in her capacity as somebody on that level, KMC. But for her, she wrote something on her Facebook standing in solidarity with Alaaji Boro. And you know what? If anybody is sitting down in your corner and said, you know what, man bokuma, lila indefonzi time Jame, there were some people who were working for Jame, and Jame was arresting people. They enjoyed it. But Jame's whooping stick eventually reached them. We shouldn't allow that to happen. Nañ leen bàyyi selfishness bi. Gis nga Gambia, démba waxoon naa ko fii. Even when Fatou Jagne was called in for questioning, I spoke about it here. And Fatou Jagne used to be one of the biggest critics of Sehu Sedili, of this platform. Daf daan ñëw fii di comment, di wane yéen UDP problème nii loolu opinion am la. Te musuñ ko block Bantaba. Man de blockuma ko, and I mean one of the other admins block ko. Léegi-léegi dama nekk live mu criticize UDP. Daf daan def platform di criticize UDP. I'm not right pour support Barrow. Loolu civic right am la. But when her right was abrogated, We spoke about it here. Kan moo def loolu mooy First Lady Gambia Fatouba Barrow. Because moom léegi kenn warutoo wax turam si social media Fatouba Barrow mooy kan xanaa daf dee wàcca asamaan bi. Zainab Suma Jammeh. His name she was talked about, she was spoken about during the struggle. Waaye daf doon toppa soxlaam moom am talut Gambia sax moom daf laa jagar diggante Banjul ak Washington di dem shopping. She didn't have our time. Waaye Fatouba Barrow tey soo demee Gambia foo wax turam ciipu moo si dee toppa. Laaj lan ñu nekk Gambia man fii laa nekk Angleterre waaye suma noppa dafa gudda de. soo demee si xew yi sax nga fa Fatouba Barrow ne ni dañuy ciipu lan lañ dee teg sax ñu ne dafa soof because of behavior bi. Lady Kilel Jawara ba léegi am na respect Gambia te kooku lum nekk First Lady duration bi moo gën a yàgg Fatouba Barrow yes time boobu noonu social media advanced waaye ñooñu dañ respectoon seen bopp loolu tax benn tey Gambian si jox leen seen respect waaye Fatouba Barrow dunda dawda bi mul ka ciipule Gambian wol ñininka ni mul dara hewoto yaaji anala delegation o mul ka tula kongo kumale be ngunu la luma because ibuka for santo because ida fola santo because mul man sila ye muta Gambian o anyida nda se huseli le ka kuma kila foja Gambian wol alinga resilience soto Fatou ya mutale no muna biya mantar banda Alaji Bora would be released. They are not going to charge him. What are they going to charge him? They're not going to make themselves. It's going to be laughable because what he said doesn't tantamount to incitement of violence. Man, I'm a lawyer, yes, but I think from the layman's perspective, he spoke hypothetically. Hypothetically, la what? Te su fekkee ne Alaaji Bora lu mu wax tantamount to incitement of violence kon ñun yëpp dañu war arrest ñun ñëpp ak all those people ñoo ngi wax si WhatsApp audio si waaye lu tax ngay target benn nit because these non-entities and NPP went into their WhatsApp forums they dictate IGP boo xam ne in fact I want to question his academic credentials IGP Sanyang xam nga Gambia am na ñoo xam ne dañoo dem binda exam pass am certificate pour nga pass sa exam nga certificate ak pour nga am xam-xam there are two different things. There's a big variance between the two. But I have given my take on this and I know Alaaji Bora would be released inshallah. Alaaji Bora ni ebula ela diamu continue kanake mo dolu tide dolu ni ebula e katale buka diamu ela diamu continue ebe diamu fola ayke within the limit of the law but ela diamu continue ela ngani yomu muneti ye silandi isaje ni tata ibe careful lebe kumul men fola ya dati no njimal la jam madi jobate say bi takane killing andu dinañ fi aga diaspora nak comme Fat Ndiaye lu wax demba diaspora ngol mel ka diamu albaje la mo be fral airport oto e ko yow etelo jana dinañ fa aga the only way to stop it is ñu comme ñu manko ñu nekk bena li nekkul yefi UDP li nekkul yefi GDC nekkul yefi doy let's unite purposefully to try to resist this. The only way we will remove this cancer is to unite. It is scary. 70 years down the line, we have already gone down that slippery slope of dictatorship. Lord Mayor Talib Bensouda, if you could recall, mos naa wax binda si timeline am bi mooy time bu nguur gi yooni Carpenter ñu daaji bunti the former CEO forcé bunti office am bi duga foofu noonu mu ne waaw mu ne we've gone down that lane again. Gamerolu, let's tighten our belts. And I don't know whether the opposition leaders, I'm sure they're watching this with keen interest. Barrow ak Gambians yi duñu mujjee si jaama de. Adama Barrow ni Gambian te talaaku la de. Yaya Jammeh leen man ni Yaya Jammeh man talaaku ni Barrow te talaaku la. Ko Barrow moo turu fii. I'm absolutely pissed off and I'm absolutely gutted to see this young man spend one night at the Brossiport police station for merely speaking his opinion, exercising his civic right. But I cataloged this yesterday. And Pamudu Bojan shared my post today. Money is true. I don't know whether Islamin Toure is time to be corrected. But there was an NPP guy who Pamudu spoke about this on his show, on many of his shows. They've got threatened how man that Lamin Toure. Let me just make a disclaimer. I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying possibly because I don't know the name of the person. It could be him or somebody else. But one thing that stands out, what is true, is Koko NPP supporter. Pamodu mo ne Koko mo ne def ko threatened def ko ray. Why Pamodu wax na ci programme bi ne dafa jël audio bi yóbbu ko police. Ben léegi Koko arresté ko. This is many months ago. Dusano assaulted a GDC supporter. GDC def lu loi bi wax. Report ko police. Dusano sax they got bail on. Police prosecutor in handling the case. Buga yobu affaire bi court. And then he got a call from the IGP's office ne mu yobu file bi dem wax na ko fi. Te ben tay koku mu ne degu dara. So Dusano dara du ko jot. La moy difference Dusano ak Alaji Bora. Ana Dusano mo gëna nek Gambian than Alaji Bora. So it's not him. Sorry. Okay, apologies Lamin Toure. Iko Lamin Toure hakodu. Malon jumalo. Nali alon jumalom ala to fonni. Iko Seku Baro. Thank you Tungo. Iko Seku Baro le pa modu threaten. Lamin Toure hakodu nye. I do apologize to you wholeheartedly. But now for the number I wasn't sure. But just merely mentioning your name relating to this, I do apologize. Seku Baro. Iko wole pa modu threaten. Kaba fala. Pa modu tarabule. Bi hanisa implement. Fanta Jawara. Membe Bundung. During the mayoral election, Rambo Wulia used, she disguised herself as a UDP supporter. I jola luneng. Hanibi tiafato mantewodo. IGP sanyang itela conscience le. Yamlete alanya silang of Soroban. Are you a God-fearing person? IGP Ablai Sanyang? Because if you're a God-fearing person, waroro ragal Adama Barrow, waroro ragal NPP, denga wara ragal lam si Jeffin. Ila Barrow. Ablai Sanyang ka diamite len na bani jaranko. Yes. Tunko ngela point jele nga fole ngam fa rectify le Seku Baro. So IGP Saja. Lunzi na si ibafale ne former IGP. There were so many previous former IGPs. Ilebi. Hakilotu. Bi mo bebe to nga hauti la ni social media ni palu jawara. Anu idingol be kebala be nyim moyla. Ibe bula moyle fama la kuto mfama mo IGP le dinga lango abuka tonya tamandi. Woni manya ne malla bang. Okay, but nying calls Allah barakatuh. Sorry, I had to take that call. Thank you to everybody. So, legi dina am Nene Fredo Gomez in 2 minutes time. So that Nene tamit ñoo bokk si waxtaan bi because lii waxtaan dama bëggoon a invite Juka Cisse tamit waaye because of time difference diggante UK and thank you Jamin Jawara, thank you. Yeah, it's always good to apologize when you make mistakes. No one is perfect. We are born to make mistakes. Okay, we are human, you know. So need so junior one of them junior. So that should be that should be it should be that should be the way forward. But how about any mistake that it was on lot of Jukasi is ever available because of time difference between UK and the US. Go okay the time because Juka Malo what time a bit and Faba make that not a weekend all of my invite because I wanted Juka to join. So but not and go okay time difference be US ning UK team so Malafala Sino Kutula Apollo or maybe I said Kola. But Juka, if you are watching this show and you are free, I can send you the link and then we want to hear from you. And I think and then Freddie Gomez is going to go join via the video link if any connection be allowed. I think she's got a good internet connection where she is. Well, in any time, I think what I investigate the mom tamit because mom they have good internet connection. Maybe we have a Larry she's a commission of inquiry. Uncle Larry. Ngavo she's a commission, Larry commission. Larry she's a commission chairman or the Kanyin Calabante commission. Uncle Larry, I think you will enjoy that. And lawyer Kumbajaita will be the lead counsel. So ndolonganda team was set up already. Nimbe ni mo Calabante will commission. Uncle Larry is chairman. Lawyer Kumbajaita can lead counsel. That would be very, very interesting. Youngs Dabo for the Youngs Dabo ni lawyer Kumbajaita all the way na legal team out. Yenyi mulu ye hudul hantal ye fubutul hantal hudul hantal lomba malom mbuka fofu. So I'm waiting for Nene Freda Gomes to join. Not Grand Bantaba, but Yudi Perman Bantaba. So okay, before Nene Freda Gomes the conversation will continue. Alaji Boralako. We know that Ibrahim Cisse, former Secretary to Cabinet, has already left for Russia. Russia. As I think he's ambassador. I don't know whether I think Lantomon Fatalun, no Lantomon deputy today. I don't know ambassador. Ibrahim Cisse is already left. I think 3 or 4 days ago. I think the very day he left the Gambia, I was informed that he left. But I know he's in Russia. Ali Ibrahim Cisse remember na jarang ko menga fogon se dem buffer zone nga kurfenyo fay. So na jarang ka broda. Idata Putin na banko kan kana kurfenyo fay woto. Because ne kurfenyo fay woto. Putin ne radical tatol beti. So let me give you that advice, that brotherly advice. Because you take a kamfa le feka for NPP ko dal nga bem buffer zone nga kurfenyo fay nga bulo fay. Sa itata Russia le andi mo ambassador leti. Kana Gambia on malundi je. Kana kurfenyo fay la official kono. So mbe dandala la wala because atol NPP mo alimalo muno balam foreign minister ko ñi marabalial ñi actual ako mo tangara ko within Gambian context mo manke problem so mbe dandala kala ta kurfenyo fay Russia Ibrahim Cisse butung anu ngame ani sasa boro le tata de mara ngaji de ngama na la sasa boro ta because ya fonyale ani musu ko men tata so ngama ni sasa boro le tata Ibrahim Cisse mara na source la message yo check because ya fonyale ani men tata okay kadi fofana ngama wala sasa boro di ani wala tata la second wife kadi fofana ani wala tata ya fonyale ka he left day before yesterday wolo wo tenen nun tambilati because ngani message sort of Thursday Tuesday la bandata so yeah Tuesday la bandata with talata tambila adata Russia atala ambassador lang tombol nala deputy bari kani yola sasa boro le tata kadi fofana ani sasa boro le tata sasa boro ani sasa boro la jani jawara bado nga na broda dal nala because na broda ka kurfeño le fay so sa ya ke ambassador di akana kurfeño fay na tata Russia because he's my jaranka broda akana tantol jarankul malum di ci because na de kam fala ka kurfeño le fay so but nene frede gomez mbogole batu kam albe la ka yuri ko online bantaballa alaji bora bala liberty shot again inshallah mo kana sila because ndema moje namanke NPP la ni projolti mel ba fo kan ko hay menke ay luwale tinya ha ala opinion ando Macky Sall mo ngoy la ko fo Adam Barrow ite arrest fo Macky Sall dum ala leti bang fo anna biyo molomba Adam Barrow Macky Sall mo ite la godfather di bar Macky Sall mangen do la godfather di yo so but in tol kewol fana mo ga keku because na broda he said he want to be the second wife kadi fofana malingana tika so yore ni jani jawara ya na broda ya keku le Ibrahim Sila ade dara makkale bara ni ani na dalin na taranyola bari jani jawara ni Ibrahim Sila la complain foye Ibrahim Sila bera bota makka abugan danku abugala broda danku malanga mele kala fo say bi kay de ko ni bota na makka kanadi am sebu sedli ba malo Ibrahim Sila na broda kabra kada Allah joti abugan danku say abugan faale fa malam fu kule si ata ko do ba malo but can we Fred Gomez le batu then we continue the conversation bari ngama NPP ngol vanam iko ka wule lulo men dila ko bata ayara fan dekete wo ni NPP ngol dañi ndiamu men bi le kay jole iko wule lulo iko sebo marone complainta ika ko wollo jo fon siatale so nyate la jo talala le so jara majalo na burona sabu kan nango Ibrahim Silla kabra rab maka bari alawo story ngamen nare jang fo birala na baroya wodo maka juma mala e doko bula bari ngo fo jang waya ngame waya kamvale na ka ko ndem na kunta yala anyway let's wait for the Fred Gomez and continue the conversation but NPP ngulu ike jo dala so wuliru lo menna ko yo fanam stop le so wo fanam bina problemo créer la NPP so so wo so where I think so this is okay so ala baraka baki thank you to everybody na met program on my account so Nana Gomez, I don't know whether she's having problems joining this show okay I think she's on her way to join the program on the so all gonna together so another platform like a yele no to third term platform or platform na yele da barote sino la no and it's good that we have a no to third term platform because that's going to be a non-partisan platform me alonko Gambian or me alonko but a different party or to lebe benaji but ninga ni no to third term kata UDP banda ba kola UDP ko leba koma so it's good that we calculated move kata ye no to third term platform yele amanke UDP platform oti So alenga focus UDP ngolu. Ikanyo men beke ten kamulu silandi. Bari alam barona la mulu nyanta me realize la. Ya jame barote arrest kala ya jame menke. Ya jame gambino bute, gambino fa. Bari bi jumale be dengu kono jame Musa. Jame Musa hena na be halakiri ikotoral Guinea. Ala mulu fonga bukadi amu yeno direct call WhatsApp former president. Wenyantani ko hadamadigo greetings Sirifo Juf. Hadamadigo nyanta mandulale ya maku ya saku. Namuso Khadijatu Jawara be kontona. Ne kontona. Olo na bendan na brola la na cousin na Dingola Kulioto in popular stretches. And I'm happy to meet you in your husband. Olo ni moja male benta jenak. Moja male ke UDP online bandaba follow. And I'm really happy that people actually value this platform. Nini more that you get positive feedback. So Nene Freda Gomez is my guest today. And Nabe Diam Lamela. Walam Alaji Borala. In my intengaje gami unlawful arrest. Intengaje wala nyam. So Nene Freda Gomez man na fanang, but ngama binala we will delve into other topics. But today left exclusively to dedicate this program to Alaji Bora arrest, and after I will open the lines for the callers to have their say. Just another announcement. I should have the Lord Mayor of KMC, Taliban Suda, on Bantaba. I think the first week of September. And Chairman Yankuba Dabo also will be my guest same week. Deputy Wolu Bukana Jang. Doluka Borile. But the deputy Wolu aliasi alla deputy Bungoto Alkanana Media. 2027 abakan nanne. Nadalin Kadija Jawra me kondoma. Aliyo kondo nyeje. Ndolte korota dal koro. Deputy Wolu biji mbulate normale, mbulate nyomale, nkoye najam iko hani. But 2027 inshallah alamale ni yosiyam. Albe sula nantol media alman. Ndolbe sirin tek na ninna chairmanulu anina mayo flulu wolo nin silata wala wol kana janne Lord Mayor Taliban Shura bring a contact akonyeko sehu, you know, I will always be ready to come to Bantaba. But another leave all event. Covering 2021 for 2020 president election balamang amal leave order. Chairman Yankuba Dabo Alkajila Efta Akata Bebekiri. Very one if I contact prior na jangal for first 100 days kana Bantaba. I accept willfully. And I'm very happy in Pegam your contract was signed. Pegam me along with the CEO mo Jumality Walem Fenketi Manjang. And Timo member Pegam Koma, Nielo Nemo Sobe Balomit, they would deliver. So one if I want to join the one if I do you have any update for us in terms of this Alaji Bora arrest? Anything? Do you know before
Nte mon la fika diamu jeba because nte nen diamu ra nte membende da man diaba especially with regards to Ablaye Sanya ning pali wala kuro. Bari maybe membala audio bi jana wala moy kan do man ning pare da maybe we ko nga sama na mole because somna la ko la ga wula la nen rotindi. Somna ga wula la ko mol dama. But from I audio mem bonde science and at least nte sign nga audio ji. But I want to believe ko be audio la. At least ñu wato kono lam. It looks like ko memba nyolu ala wala na ñi masa kunda kono momo bi jese le ñu ko ni fa ni meche ku ñi kelon camera bi ta bulo men na ta wala de ñi ngabe labe na si ño sabola because nte for some reason still now and I will say it ni ano ye membe mem fola yew fo bari adama baro la masa kunda kono man ni ko fengo fembe place ora bebe kelo kono. Yes. So now another allegation or to the level of new form of criminal act because wala na barola yemo nafi kolam. If you can go after Bora for just merely saying his opinion, why not go and arrest and even terminate member drama right now for recording a state minister? Because I can remember la audio do wala nyinde ko Siaka Sonko the interior minister ya record le and he's on record for saying something me alongo literally it has to do with omission. Coming among parekala jutita. Yeah, understand. So coming, he kind of was using people to keep an eye on this guy, on Siaka. So Siaka was supposed to take action on certain things, and he did not. And he said this happened on several occasions. So it went to the level of him having, to record Siaka Jata. Siaka is a state minister. In fact, if
You mean Siaka Sonko?
Siaka Jata, sorry. The
Which
interior
Siaka?
minister.
No, interior minister Mujumality. Interior minister is
Siaka Sonko la ngamra.
who is the interior minister? Siaka Sonkolom, not Jata. Siaka Sonkolom.
Siaka Sonko. So it started to the level of
Siaka.
recording him. Yeah, I understand. According to him, he said they have an audio recording of him omitting his duties. Should it go to that level if you truly love President Adama Barrow and you truly love Gambia?
He said that on record. I offer it on record.
Audio nyembe jang ni nene pare
Ni nene pare nga audio nga mo yeah. Abaraka wadi fa yeah. Baraka after nene beat we'll listen to the audio. Nene bismillah.
Hello, Sehu Sidili. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Nga def yaa ngi alright.
Maa ngi si jàmm maa ngi laa nuyu yow ak sa audience yëpp di leen jaajëfal. I hope ne yéen a ngi okay rek.
Nene yaa ngi si mbaa yaa ngi si jàmm.
Maa ngi si jàmm sant yàlla xanaa di jànku.
And happy is it Sammari in advance tomorrow? Is it?
Oh yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I remember also, it, and you seem to have forgotten it.
No. I haven't forgotten. I'm just appreciating that you're wishing me. That's all. How can I forget that when I have my ashrabi and everything ready to go to church tomorrow?
Nanburu, Nanburu.
No. This is not the time that we do Nanburu. Nanburu we do it at Easter. That's Good Friday.
Easter, Fatima, you're right. Nanburu
Easter. End of the fasting period. That's when we do Nanburu. Not
Jawale events. Why Nene, also congratulations to you on MC Cham and all those people being nominated Councilors KMC. I'm sure you've started your work in earnest. How are you finding your new job role?
For me, it's just added responsibility, honestly. By the way, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm humbled. I'm grateful. But it's just added responsibility because, again, like I always say, there's nothing that I'm doing right now. Possibly later in the future, I'll be faced with things that I've not encountered before or not done. But right now, it's like everything I'm doing, I've done. The people I'm interacting with. So it just added responsibility that I have, and also a bigger platform and a more structured platform that I have been given, to be able to do whatever I do. But I tell people it's a nominated position. We all do the work. I hope that it will be equally, without fear or favor. And we'll be able to collaborate and work for the development of the municipality and also the nation at large. Because a municipality bi su demee dëkk bi mooy dem. Su municipality bi jëmee kanam dëkk bi mooy jëm kanam. So di ñaan yàlla nag yàlla gën ñoo dooleel gën ñoo jox the foresight and the vision, the wisdom and the tolerance to be able to do what is expected of us. Yeah, that's how I see it. But then again, I take it with grace, with so much humility, and of course, gladness that it's just continuing work that has already been started. So Yeah.
Yeah. Nene, I know that MC Cham, mom, Roland B's business is dealing with the business sector. Yo, what areas are under your purview? Yo,
Okay, MC's business community and
representative.
tailoring, because tailoring they have associations and things like that. Man,
Mm,
officially, or it's my portfolio is called the Christian Community Representative.
mhm,
But then I find out, it's not just a matter of dealing with, are you Christian? Yes. Okay. Yes, I'll deal with you. Are you Muslim? Oh, no, 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 no. I can't deal with you. Let me refer you. It's not
mhm,
about that,
mhm,
because I find I come to realize that it's a very, very huge and wide scope. I am dealing with women right now. I'm dealing
mhm.
with the youth. I'm even dealing with the people that MC is dealing with. So that's
Okay.
how we're working. It's like a collaborative, a teamwork, and we're always helping each other and stepping in where somebody falls short or somebody has some kind of skills challenge in whatever they're doing. So that's how we're starting to work. All of us, the nominated councillors so far, and we're even engaging and interacting also with the elected councillors, because I have people calling me from Joshua. Hey, nene, blah blah blah. Suma koñ bi dafa am ko fa ñëw tour ndox o kenn dafa ñëw sampale na suma bunti kër. Dem naa KMC defuñ fa dara. That's in Joshua. You have somebody call me from Latrikunda, the other Latrikunda, not even the Latrikunda where I live. So you realize that once people know that, okay, you have a link in KMC, you work there, or you have some little authority, everybody is running to you for issues. Sometimes you really have to say, okay, you know what? This is what your issues are. This is the person you need to talk to. But what I've been doing also is like following up to ensure that the people who are supposed to address those issues are doing it. Because again,
Mhm.
sometimes they also get overwhelmed. And when you tell them, they tend to forget, or they don't have the resources to address those issues. Because Lolo more they cause frustration and people
Yeah.
start crying and complaining and all that. So when we are there for each other to cover up, I think we will mitigate. I'm not saying that we will eradicate it or it will stop completely, but at least we can mitigate it and bring it under control, that the people that are expecting that we should serve them will understand also the challenges and what we are faced with. So this is what we're doing. So far so good. And
Well, and then thank you so much,
Netherlands.
and all the best of luck to you and your
Thank you.
colleagues.
Thank you.
I'm sure, like many other people, I am enthusiastic with like fresh hands like yourself, sharp-minded people like yourself. Hamne, at least you will bring new energy to the council. I think this is we wish you all the best of luck. But today you are not here for that. We will have a separate program after Yentam again Dev's first 100 days in office. We will try to bring you guys over here to see what the progress would be, or the progress is. But today, lot of my invite la fee. Tenga bay di laka angale torop xam nga ñoomin kay dégguñ angale. So you will confuse them. Suma mbokki ñoomin kay ñoom dégguñ angale. So
dégg naa ko English de bari bu ngay xam naa ne ñoom angale dégguñ ci dara.
ñaan bari bu ngay
Bari bu ngay
waaye sis la dégg na angale de.
kooku moo gën a garaaw.
Sis la angale la di British la.
moo kooku moo gën a garaaw. kooku su waxee foog nga dem jël dictionary bi nga xool tuuti wala nga translate munu dara.
waaye nee ne
especially ñu jógee Nokunda ñooñu moom.
man de man munu ñeme ñu ma wax dara si bari bu ngay man ñoomi ngay laa yab nag waaye bari bu ngay kay ñeme ñu ma laa la defin xanaa ma bàyyi la yow ak roxiloo tamit daf dee laal gaay léegi de suma jabar
jëkkëram kiyankala.
non jëkkëram jaara la di ñun ñoo jëkkëram bi
Jaarankala. What
waaye
is the
suma jabar
difference
la
between Jara and Kiang? Is it not all in the lower river region?
yes LRR yes they are our
LRR,
neighbors.
exactly.
They are our neighbors. When Nene, tey topic bi mooy this unfortunate development for the Facebook social media channel inundated with a lot of negative story in terms of yet another questioning, call in questioning. Loo xam ne mooy is the new style for his government. Gambia laa dee gis ne fii police yi suñu la soxla ñoom ñoo la dee dem ut si ñoom ñoo konkon sa bunta fii Angleterre fii police yi duñu toog seen office ñu call nit ne kaay uyu ma waaye Gambia laa dee gis Pa Alieu Jawara dafa toog office am mu ne diw sangam kaay nga uyu ñu man mënuma understand lii what happens normally in the West police yi dañoo am sa adresse xëy na lu Gambia amul adresse système la police yi dañoo ñëw konkon sa bunta ñu nga soxla waaye Gambia moom police yi ñoom ñooy buur ñoom ñooy all citizens yi te citizens yi ñoom ñun ñooy seen buur because ñun ñooy buuri Adama Barrow sax because Adama ñun ñoo ko fa teg waaye police yi amuñ no regard for the citizens dañoo soxla citizens yi insom ñu dem taal seen oto yi dem ut kooku noonu waaye ñoom ñëw dañoo ko kaay u ñëw nee naka nga gisee lii dafa mel ni nee dafa freeze.
I can hear you though. Manfi, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. Well, there was more question.
I heard it, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
See, you know, the problem is bigger than what we are facing, where we're experiencing right now. I mean, okay, try malaka all of jafe-jafe ñu jànkuwante right now. Liñ gis si bot rek liñ gis waaye lim omba ci gannaaw dafa gën a rëy because again ni nga ko waxee dëgg la boo nekkee ci west bi man dëkkuma Angleterre waaye I've been there few times waaye America bi ma dëkka I mean police ak amul façon problème boo mun a def nu mun a rëy police du toog office am call la ne la kaay uyu si ma ñoom ñooy ñëw fekka la su dee dañ laa yóbbu ñu yóbbu la su dee lu ñooy arrangé sa kër foofu noonu la ñu arrangé ko fa o ñu jox la kayit bindal la ne la bés sangam ñëwal sa fii o ñëwal fii o nañ tasee si code bi most of the time sax li ñuy def dañ koy def ñu ñëw save la si code bi ngeen di tasee not police station you understand it's really to the police station or whatever and all that waaye anyway ñun ci dëkk boobu lañ toll waaye man dama dee feel di ma dee wax rek mooy ne gi nga ñun lu ñu dal rek ñun ñoo ko nangul suñ bopp because right now fii nii su ma fi toogoon léegi nii ne ok nee na kaay uyu police station ma ne leen du ma ñëw kaay leen jël si ma o fekka leen ma suma kër keneen ak keneen ñooy toog fa lan la nee ne foog boppam police yee ko oo na leen dem uyu ji su la police ooyee da nga war a dem uyu ji you understand and people will come after me for not going to answer to the police station you understand and we need to understand yes the police for all of us they are men in uniform they deserve a degree of respect they deserve a degree of honor by virtue of the uniform being sold why lolu is reciprocal so ñun respecté ñoom tamit dañu war a respect parce que ñun ñoo tax ñu nekk fa ñun lañ war a aar ñu iir ñu ñun ñoo tax ñu ne police lañ ñun ñoo leen di fay ñun ñoo leen di jox li nga xam ne mooy faj seen soxla te man li may wax saa yu nekk rek li of di wax nit ki doo yaakaar ba pare yàpp ko parce que ñun suñ leen fayut suñ am luñ fay yóbbu seen kër ñu toppatoo seen soxla suñ génnee uniforme boobu noonu ñoom dañ mel ni man ak yow dara utalewuñu so loolu suñ ko xamee depuis si njëlbéen bi bu ñuy jokkalante bu ñuy jëfante rek den dinañ xam fan la ñuy jaar ak jokkalante bi fan la muy jublu waaye dañuy toog ne you know kaay ok fine su nekkee ne loolu it's a norm dañ ko normalize fii nii parce que du ma ne it's legal right waaye su dee dañ ko normalize fii nii pour police toog ne kaay dama la soxla nga am fay sa paas o dawal sa moto dem ba foofu noonu uyu leen dawalaat sa moto dellu su dee dañ ko normalize and all that thing waaye tamit dañ ko jaaral si yoon buñ ko abuse te buñ ko def mel ni ki it's a law legally in our books to say ne police la ooyee da nga war a bàyyi li nga dem fii laa gis ne police daf laa tax si mbeeda bi sax for whatever reason loo mun a def dafaa ñëw di first thing lu moo def mooy laaj la sa license laaj la sa driving sa insurance nga jox ko ba pare mu jël sa caabi moto bi ba pare mu walk off bàyyi la foofu noonu so da nga am pour yow at des marques nga am pour wàcc sa moto bi di daw di leen riitee di leen neexal fii laa gisee loolu noonu because fooguma ne benn police am na right pour nangu caabi nit caabi motoom ak yooyu noonu waaye loolu mu ngi xew fii now coming back to the question bi of you know inviting you nga am pour dem xam nga ñu detain la for whatever reason man waxuma ne police warut to invite Ken because you know I can read and write I'm not the smartest I am not the most intelligent I'm not the most educated but I can read and write and loo xam ne bind nañ ko si kàllaama angale mun naa koo jànga te am naa xam-xam tuuti boo xam ne dinaa mun a am understanding so su nekkee ne police loi bi wax na ne police su toogee lu am foog si nit ci lu mun a doon loi na ko pour mu ne dama laa am pour kisi loolu luwaa moo léegi su dee luwaa jox na leen ko war nañoo mën a def loolu waaye it ñu tegal ko ci njekk ak taranga ak sarta waaye man li ma gis mooy man suma joytu mooy ne ci jamono buñ nekk nii parce que dama gis bi du benn yoon du ñaari yoon du ñetti yoon te mu ngee continuer te xam nga li olof di wax ne ku ndobin rey sa maam soo gisee lu ñuul dangay daw bañ time Yaya Jammeh noonu la doon commencé NIA call la ne la dama la soxla nga ñëw ñu diteen la sa yaay du mun a gisante yow sa papa du gisante yow sa benn mbokk sa jabar du mun a gisante yow ay fan duñ mun a jox lekk duñ mun a jox dara bi ay fan balaa ngaa mun a am jokkalante ak nit ñi soo suñ toogee bi nga xam ne ñu foog ne am yaakaar ne loolu génn na fuñ nekk nii waaye ñu gis ay melukaan yu mel noonu mu ngee ñëwaat soo foog xel mu tilim xel mu ñaaw te foog naa ne war na pour ñu joytu ko pour nga xam ne fañ jógee duñ fa delluwaatin man suma joytu loolu la te man suma wax loolu la man awma benn right pour interfere ak police yi li ñoo def te waxuma ne police yi buñ def seen liggéey so at the end of the day tuumalante bi yëpp nag mu ngi boil down to politics because of neene seem to be understand nga affiliating or supporting or aligning or dealing with people a lot of people from the UDP neena UDP la so su dara neena loo xam ne jaarut yoon waaye because of bokkuñ parti dama taxaw wax ne door suma dina ne mooy na ko police yi luñ def waaw faate ne police yi li ñuy def mun na laa dal yow ëllëg loolu lañ dee faate because this has nothing to do parce que police yi ñëpp lañ fi nekkal it doesn't matter fan nga bokka sa color sa age ndax jigéen nga ndax góor nga ndax parti bi nga bokka ndax parti bi la nga bokka police yi ñëpp lañ fi nekkal parce que xaalis biñ leen di fayee xaalis yi ñëpp la ñuy boole ñu fay leen so police yi waruñoo even parlu sax so dañ war di génne politique si yii nii so man loolu laa gis moo tax ma binda ko te tey bu xewaatoon pour keneen dinaa ko binda bu xewaatoon pour keneen ëllëg dinaa ko binda parce que man suma gom-gom laa am te suma xalaati bopp laa am te man suma bugga pour suma réew ak askan bi laa am loo xam ne duma ko compromise ak dara ku ci nekk nag mun ngaa am sa bugga ku ci nekk mun ngaa am sa xalaat ak sa gom-gom ak sa xam-xam aw ma ci problème dinaa la ko respectal waaye it man it respectal ma suma bos parce que man dal na keneen so mënumaa toog ma war a noppi naan ok police dañoo def seen liggéey te man in the case of this current one of Bora man seetaan naa seen live programme bi after bu lii xewee demaat naa ma seetaataat vidéo bi because maa ngi was ma boppa xëy na man li ma seetaanoon bàyyuma ko xel and I call people I said have you watched this waaw seetaan naa ko lan mooy sa xalaat lan nga ci dégga and gisuma kenn koo xam ne wax na ma ne lu Bora wax foofu noonu lu aay la o lu war la ñu war koo oo ne dañuy kisi boo xam ne passé na 24 hours nga ñëw 48 hours téye ko pour laajte ko ban façon laajte luñ koy laaj parce que li Bora waxut Gambia Bora li wax Niger ak Sénégal ndax fu mu nekk ni ku laal First Family bi am nga problème ku laal First Family Sénégal am nga problème soo ku laal First Family Niger tamit am nga ci problème kon ñun dañ war a seetaat suñ boppa man loolu mooy suma wax te suma tànka fala te fooguma ne am na dara luy tax ma génn foofu noonu
Nene xam nga balaa ñu skip this position bëgg naa lawyer yi ñoo xam ne seen xel màcc na si affaire yi loi let them ñu explainal ñun ndax li is in the law books of the Gambia ne police yi su dara xewee ñoom ñoo war a oo citizens because man réew tubaab yi police officers seen duty yëpp benn la obviously the laws can be different loi bi nekk Gambia ak loi bi nekk America ak Angleterre mun na uti waaye lu tax police yi fii ñoom ñoo dee dem ut nit du ñoo toog seen office yi te fii police yi kuñ bugg a xam sa contact number they can have it fii obviously anybody's number here in this country so police yi na soba seexu seen li number police yi soxla dinañ ko am within twinkle of an eye dinañ am suma number so waaye problème mooy Gambia rek laa di gis police yi dañoo oo nit so xëy na lawyer yi they can help us Melvin su fekkee ne yaa ngi maa déglu maybe yéen lawyer ngeen xam ngeen lii ndax dafa nekk si constitution Gambia ne police because yaa ngi maa remind tamit NIA tamit loolu lañ daan def dañoo toog rek oo la ñu call la nga dem uyu leen xëy na si suñu law books la nekk so but we need to get this clarification su fekkee ne lii nekko si loi bi I think it's better ñu wax citizens yi police yi suñu net oo ñu wax police yi ñu dem fekk leen seen kër yi because police yi we are paying these people resources ñu ngi leen a jox budget war nañu am moto pour su Pa Alieu Jawara feel ne Alaaji Bora dafa jalgati loi na dox dugal si moto mi o yooni jini officers ami ñu dem si këri Alaaji Bora wa Alaaji Bora war a fay paasam bi dugal ba pare nga tëj ko benn place loolu yabaate la waaye xëy na lu waa lawyers can help us explain this because mi la def ma dee jaaxal lii Gambia rek laa ko di gis ba Gambia ñun ñu ngi si suñ own world waaye lu nga wax citizens yi ñoo ko dee nangu ba pare lu nga wax de Alaaji Bora dafa wax hypothetically contextually la wax yes dafa ne mu ne any African country koo xam ne leader yi dañoo toog def constitutional coup d'état in terms of changing the term limit ñooñu su soldaar yi coup leen moom believe na ne soldaar yi ñoo war a coup loolu la wax te ñëpp wax nañ loolu ñun fii plateforme bi man wax naa ko keneen ak keneen wax na ko ñu even si TikTok bi like I said before you come other West African citizens wax nañ the same thing so waaye maa ngi doon déglu Fatou Touré interview am tey moom dafa foog ne ne lii is an attack on Kër Fatou naka nga gisee loolu.
Sid man dama gis ne to be honest narrow mindedness la ba pare tam again ñu del si waa rek si parparloo bi you know xaasidi yaa kuwo ñoo kaja foofu loolu rek moo fa nekka and kii mu ngi fini and xam nga ñun we are narrow minded because now we have come to a level boo xam ne we align these media houses to be a certain political party. So if I am supporting a different political party, anything that comes from that media house, to me, it's really foolish and I should not watch it. I should not support it. That is how we are narrow-minded as a people in this country right now. And all of them were ginga ñay bu doo ko ñaanal rëy danga ko ñaanal gudda fan parce que dafa rëy ba pare te rëyaayam si yàlla la jógee waaye gudda fan nga ko mën a ñaanal parce que loolu is not assured xam nga so nit ku nekk am na foo munee te nit ku nekk am na ñoo xam ne yàgg na mun sa morom so loolu dañ leen koy nangul ay suñ morom so man I think that it's really unfair super unfair pour jël I mean the Badiya Kacha is a segment. It's just one show, a 1 week, one day a week. We happen to that media house. So ne lolu hewna, and then they feel okay, kokulingwa, it's out of context. Let's give the security people the benefit of the doubt. Nelingwa, it's irrelevant, right? Why would you attach it to the entire media house and call that media house irresponsible, biased, and all the names? I think it's unfair for anybody to do that. It is unfair. I remember once upon a time I had push and pull with some UDP supporters some time back when Mohamed Dabo, had that show with Babaja on the Fatu network. I was one of the people that was going, head on with certain people to say that is a show, a segment on that platform. So you should not blame the entire network for that particular show. Because again, it's just a team that is there when that show was happening. So it's like the same thing is repeating itself here, which is unfair. And I think it's uncalled for. I mean, if you look at the owner of that network, Fatou Touré, kuko gena muna ligay amut, kuko gena am jom amut, kuko gena ham sohlam amut, nit ko xamne bali amut bali amut jugu jaga mom da ligayam la xam. Understand nga ne tekka tekkaral du pati du jafi ne tek di topato ligayam mom si lan nga xamé ko moy ligayam su feñé so suñu waré jël li ni jël ko entay ko diko wara door and I saw her post of calling organizations to say ne nañ cancel sponsorship ami nañ cancel deals ami nañ cancel li for what? Because you think in your own mindset ne in your own mind ne okay she you have no evidence.
Okay, we have temporarily lost.
I think it is really unfair. I think it's unfair, it's uncalled for, and we need to really grow out of these things and be better people and be bigger people. Are you there, Sehu? Sadly. Okay. Hello, is Sehu here? Okay, I don't know if people can hear me because I cannot see the comments. Okay, let me check with my other device. So, oh, okay, I'm on and Sehu is out. I don't know why. He is the host. But anyhow, I mean, what we've been talking about is situation in nekk di gis ne si dëkk bi right now, and foog naa ne war naa itteel ku nekk te war naa nekk a cause for concern because tey mun naa nekk man ëllëg mun naa nekk yow lu ñu war a nangu ñun ñëpp mooy ne lu wrong dafa wrong and waruta wrong because of kim nekk la waruta wrong because of kim dal la waruta wrong because of boor bi mu jógee la su dee dafa wrong dafa war a wrong pour ñëpp su dee dafa right dafa war a right pour ñëpp and human rights ñëpp ñoo ko elloo leefi ñëpp la ahi ñëpp la so buñ nangu yii nii muy xew te gis nañ ko fi te mu ngi continuer di continuer dafa bugg a bari taa yii nii mu ngi bugg a bari so nañ leen di jóg ñuy joytu ñuy ñaxtu ñuy condemn li nga xam ne rightut understand nga at the end of the day man suma gis-gis ak suma déggin xel bu ndaw man fogu ma ne boora li ko dal nii right now war na ko dal parce que yëfi par loola ak yëfi kumba bu am ndey ak kumba bu amul ndey loolu man si suma gis-gis la keneen mun na koo gisee neneen keneen mun na koo xoolee neneen so loolu lañ war a bàyyi parce que depuis démba si suba nga oo nit ki ne ko kaay dama war a waxtaan ak yow nga toog waxtaan bi dugg a génn ba guddi nga soog koo wax ne déedéet doo mun a dem parce que ba tey paree nguñ da nga am pour fanaan fii nii ba suba imagine kuy dem foofu noonu man dem naa ma gis boora ngeen so singlet white singlet ak shorts la demee foofu noonu I'm sure with the hopes de kii dafa waxtaan ak man rek ma ñibbi waatin and then nga am pour fanaan foofu noonu and then until now that I'm speaking to you the last I checked he was still with them he hadn't left because until around 5 o'clock I had followed up and I was told ne mu ngi foofu ben tey kañ la war a ñibbi ëllëg public holiday la lan lañ ko war a laaj ci li boora wax si vidéo boobu noonu lan moo fa nekk li nga xam ne wax na lu waral kisi lu waral naka lañ ko xatee faram fàcce o leeral lu war a jël ñaari fan depuis démba ba tey su ñibbiwut tey dafa war a nekk ba ëllëg nañ leen waxante dëgga mun ngaa bañ nit ki waaye nag aham ak yellefam suñ ko buggee noot suñ ko buggee teg tànka fo naa ne tànka ay ñoo xam ne dañ gëm yàlla war nañ cee mun a jóg ñu wax ko ñu jooy ñu gis ne nit aham ak yellefam jëluñ ko ci moom man suma wax foofu la te suma jooytu foofu la parce que tey boora la ëllëg mun naa nekk keneen ëllëg mun naa nekk suma doom mun naa nekk suma yaay mun naa nekk suma mag mun naa nekk suma raka mun naa nekk suma dëkkandoor boo gisee ma ne suma yaay suma papa parce que ñun askan bi balaa ñoo mun a yuxu jooy rek borom jegeñu borom mu jegeñu torop nekk suñ deret si la ñuy métti waaye su nekkutee suñ deret bu ñu soree rek dañ dee ak laaj dégguñ gisuñ xamuñ man loolu moo dee mooma dee naxante loolu moo dee tax may dee jóg di yuxu dafa naa ne loolu warut affaire bi ñun ñëpp a ko bokk suñ ne Gambian laa du ne suñ kola suñ xeesaay ak suñ ñuulaay moo tax ñu nekk Gambian judoo ci réew moo tax ñu nekk Gambian tant que judu nga ci réew li ma elloo yow loolu nga war a elloo luy sa axa war naa doon suma axa lii sa yelleef dafa war a doon suma yelleef yëpp dafa war a nekk benn parce que li nga xam ne mooy suñ constitution bi book bu mag bi nga xam ne moom lañ bindal li xam ne moo war a dogal naka la di ko war a doxee daf ñu jox doole boobu noonu ne ñëpp a war a em tànka par la ogula man foofu mooy suma jooy so loolu la ñëpp war a jóg ñu wax ne na doy police mun ngaa oote su dee nit ki def na dara waaye nag bul jël doole googu noonu ëppal ko parce que man loolu laa gis man dama feel ne police yi doole bi ñu leen jox pour ñu oo nit pour kisi laajte dañ cey ëppal te dañ cey dugal li nga xam ne waru cee dugal dañ cey yokk loo xam ne waru cee yokku parce que man suma gis-gis démba ak tey démba rek 2 hours sax boora waru koon a spend foofu noonu su dee ñoom xam nañ seen liggéey mun nañ seen liggéey te xam nañ li ñuy ut xam nañ liñ dégg ak liñ ci bugg a gi xam 2 hours waru ko am foofu noonu waaye démba si suba ba tey su tey guddi jot na ba tey man loolu mënuma ci understand te loolu d'accord ma ko keneen nag mun na koo gisee neneen keneen mun na cee foog leneen ma respectal la ko waaye man it lii mooy suma xalaat bu ndaw lii mooy suma gis-gis.
Well, apologies to the audience. I lost my connection. And I was trying to rejoin the broadcast. It took me a while. But thank God that Nene, your young is still on and you carried on talking, which is good. So, longa walk degana sulubari because Banglaron deglu si platform tamit si page bi. Lu nga wax dëgg la Gambia dafa nekk si situation bam ne kumba bu am day ak kumba bu amul day and this is very scary because man ko doon wax fii bala nga ñëw am na NPP supporter Seku Barrow Pa Modou explain na li si plateforme ku ko threaten def ko ray kooku moom lañ ko war a arrest charge ko because all over the world doo mun a génne audio ne nga ne diw sanga ne ma la rey that's criminal okay so loolu moom waaye ba léegi Pa Modou dafa jël audio bi yóbbu ko police station Pa Modou wax na li si plateforme bi many times xam naa ne su ko deful du saña dem si plateforme bi ne report naa li police benn tey dara jonut fa Ablaye Sanyang déggalaan li deful si dara nee si campagne bi si mayoral election bi yéen dañ leen attaquoon nephew Adama Barrow right yooni gaayami in fact arrest ñoo xam ne def leen tëj Manju Estate kooku amut loi bi joxut ko doole pour mu dem detain nit because moom du police officer jarbaati président la waaye def na ko kii la Njaga Saane ba léegi ñu Njaga Saane police station te Ibrahima Diba génne na audio wax lii ñu bari wax nañ ko yéen def ngeen Facebook live benn tey kooku sañuñ ko police station Fanta Jawara Talending génne na fi audio saaga joolaa yi mooy time boo xam ne bu bëggoona pour Bakary Badji win rek ñu dem saaga joolaa yi pour ñu ne kooku UDP la pour gars yi mere ñu sànnil Bakary Badji kooku buñ ko yóbbu police station ko lan mooy problème mooy after ñu ne they got this order this nonsensical order from the top ne kooku dañ ko war a bàyyi Fanta Jawara went away scot free you can go on and on Baboucarr Bahum musi social media di saaga di ku nekk di xas political leaders yi musuñ ko State House so luta IGP ragaluti yàlla Ablaye Sanyang moom he's dancing to the whims and caprices of these non-entities in NPP ñoo xam ne xamuñ tous ñoom luñ xam mooy political patronage te ñii dañ dee because tey sax si news bi ñu doon wax ndekete ñii dañ leen dee fay xaalis 5,000 every month because ñu ne léegi dañoo wàññi allowance boobu noonu the supporters of NPP in nekk Gambia seen wax bi yëpp si waxi audio they am salary they are on payroll of NPP $5,000 is every month ñaata Gambia ñoo dee am loolu waaye loolu soo ko def sax one day these things will be fully accounted for because you can't just be misusing our funds what nee dëkk boo xam ne Alaaji Bora su defee law like you said dafa dem foofu ak singlet because maybe he thought he would just be questioned and then you know demal kër he wasn't expecting that dina fa fanaan he is still there si ban anam la fa nekka and we know the horrible condition of this police station in Gambia dara baaxut fa in these police stations nga infringe human rights nit si kawlan because dafa wax xelaatam ba pare dafa wax dara si Macky Sall te lu mu wax si Macky Sall dëgg la fii Sénégal yi protest nañ arrestuñ kenn France they've done it there and in America every time lu tax suñu leen arresto si réewi tubaab bi Adama Barrow gaay dañ folle pour is a tabou pour nit wax dara Macky Sall nee xam nga fii la yabaate bi am yow jaay nañ la advantage send land issue, they violated court order, jaay doole, jokko Cham boobu noonu Ablaye Cham peléegi Ablaye Cham defut fa Anarodis hotel bi anamu foundation stone bi sam daf ko lii ba léegi kenn gisul dara waaye ñu dinaay Gambien jokko Sénégalais ñun loolu laa dee wax fii I'm not trying to this is not being xenophobic waaye Gambien ñun dafa mel ni ñun we don't have our sovereignty ñun si loxo Sénégal lañ nekk nee lu neexut Macky Sall neexut nguuri Adama Barrow soo waxee Macky Sall dara dinañ la arrest dinañ la def anything but this is really really loo xam ne dañ war a stand up to this dañ war a manko anam sii lu ma gis si social media man def ma kontaan loo xam nga lu xew ne li depuis Alhaji Bora bu ñu ko arresté you see people's timelines people are standing in solidarity Alhaji Bora and a good thing is Alhaji Bora nekkut like musuma dégg ñu ne UDP la he's an independent def day wax even though guy dañ wax ne UDP la waaye Alhaji Bora has never come out to say man doomi UDP la otherwise dinañ doon dugg politics si lii waaye this is not politics nee so lii luñ ko war a stop mooy nguur gi nañ for respect free speech doomi Adama ñun duñ advocatal kenn nga yaaxal loi right ku nekk UDP sax soo la yaaxal loi man duma la defal solidarity I will not waaye Alhaji Bora waxu ne dafa coup d'état nguuri Gambia Alhaji Bora amul pax amul dara loo xam ne dafa coup d'état waaye lu gën a méttuloo si lii mooy su fekkee ne IGP nee moom du act on his own intelligence waaye moom dafa toog di déglu WhatsApp audio yi NPP ñoo ko dictate nee na loolu dafa daw yaram ndax du
no that just tells you nit ñi ay nit yan la man démba wax naa ko foofu ma demee si police station bi may leen gis ngeen yéen fu mu nekk nii yéen amu leen liggéey parce que yéen any case boo leen take up right now rek it's outcry from the social media or the citizens. Where is your Interpol, your intelligence or whatever? What are you doing? And all these cases like nit wax na rek ñu cut benn part boo xam ne soo ko déggee rek ne oh kii lu mu wax ñu yónnee leen ko ngeen yónnee wante ko and then ngeen jeex na ngeen dem and léegi da ngaa gis ne even the legal people understand nga some people with it because IGP lawyer la understand nga waaye moom am sami as twisted so tight ba nga xam ne bu move rek mu dama so moom legal xaatam bi dafa mel ni daf ko dee taaj fële man si suma gis-gis parce que a lawyer a landed person am na yéenay yow sa bopp yaa war a put your foot down you know what this is not worth our salt this is not worth us creating an outcry public outcry attention boo xam ne unnecessary attention negative publicity it's not worth it at all and you put your foot down and say no and I'm sure if he does that on certain cases it will not come up but then every petty thing come, then you investigate. Man, when I gave up, when, Mohamed Dabo did that, Binko arrested, the one that Nyankumo, Suwahe Nyankumo bine, Sadauda, Nyankumo bi talk, Suwahe Nyankumo bi, Yaya Jami Nyankumo bi talk, Suwahe Nyankumo bi, Ado Barorok, Nyankumo kakele, Parakat Ayaburi. That was an issue. And then you call this person, they call like Moosby nakala tura, fan la Moosby deka, Canada job Moosby leka. Like, seriously, guys? That's the country we live in. Can you imagine? Man, somebody that I consider a comedian, and that will not even make me shake. So again, Alhaji Bora is that thing. And I mean, Alhaji Bora, I'm not right. Understand? Based on the circumstances on the ground in Niger, man, I endorse that coup. I will not detest it. I'm not right. Because Alhaji Bora is one of those people, the many people that feels there was a constitutional coup. So therefore, if they have a military coup, they're equal. So therefore, I will not detest it. There are so many people who feel that way. And there are so many people who feel no matter what happened, no matter how much of a constitutional coup, I still stand against military coup. There are people who feel that way. And there are people who feel like, if there is a constitutional coup, there should be a military coup. And that's why they do it, especially the military people that conducted the coup. People are free to have their opinions. Alhaji Bora si bopam man su waxoon ne sa toogoon ne sa dama def coup biir Gambia. I will take it with a pinch of salt. Because first of all, I say, who is Alhaji Bora? What capacity does Alhaji Bora have? Who are the people surrounding Alhaji Bora that will warrant Alhaji Bora to even be able to think about it and plan it and rationalize it and implement it. This is what intelligence does. That's what you do. And you have to take time, maybe some weeks or some months, to follow Alaji Bora, dealing sami, ak interaction sami, ak utterance sami, to see whether that utterance, there is any element of, viability of applicability in it. That's what you do. That's what you have intelligence. I heard actually yesterday there is still NIA. The office, Madam Fogone, they scrap. There is no NIA office anymore. But then the office is there, the personnel are there. What is their job? What are they doing? These are the things that they need to do. Balanga waste taxpayers' money, all the resources to keep one man in custody and make people sleep there just to keep him to investigate what? Because I said, I endorsed a military coup in what? Niger. Not even Senegal, not even Guinea, but in Niger. Like, seriously? I am one of those people that believe that Macky Sall is a dictator because I have watched closely what is happening in Senegal. That doesn't happen in any democratic country. You butcher people like that with live bullets who are manifesting their frustration in the street. I believe that Macky Sall is a dictator, and nobody can take that from me. That's what I believe, and I base that based on what I've seen. Right now, Sonko is in jail. On what? On justifiable claims. So if somebody sits and says, Macky Sall is a dictator, yo, bir budawi jambu, lu sa tat roche ko, kan mo Macky Sall daf ko defay in Gambia fini? Ken. So why should anybody have a problem with anybody that says Macky Sall is a dictator or what Macky Sall is doing wrong?
Nene, Macky Sall my godfather.
Well, Macky Sall is not my godfather.
Well, mom Macky Sall my godfather because Macky Sall moko de just security, moko jox security Sénégalais ñoko de just security mom gomut Gambian security, mom dafa ragal Gambian security coup d'état ko. Lolu da légui économique mu ngi Gambia. So nene way wax bi lenen la Fenda mu ngi wax ni waruma geni politically, but apparently I hope that is not going to put Alaji Bora for into hot soup. Penda mune Fenda mune he is a grandson of Lawyer Dabo. Fenda, you should not put that here because that's gonna they're gonna put more charges on him now, Fenda. For that, I'm a troublemaker, la Fenda. So, but on a more serious note, Nene, how nga lugana meet is Nene, how man that just nga watch on Gambia, man sa definitely program. Am xalé yo xamné ñu né dañoo daw moto ñoo xamné they are from wealthy backgrounds. Ñu ngi def this driving tuuti ñu tampon xale yi ci school bi Ablaye Sagna mu ngi gis loolu bel xale yooyu sax dañoo brag di wax on Gambia ne ñoom they have the police in their pockets.
Let me take my phone charger. Pull out my charger, please.
Exactly.
Just one.
So ñu no problem. So même fo kan jang janen nene dina la rek dole comment ka jang lafta mole haklo ñi mo local programme leti doko ñanta diam la anglais kan la because not everybody speaks Wolof. But what about ninga manika kan fo? Does everybody speak Mandinka? So jam kan local language la for Mr. Dabo. Ning mam manika kan mo nene mam manika nena manika kan mam bete abaka wala nanga fon sura kan la. So ñim programme predominantly mu ka into a so alanga ñu understand but ni ko nga ke tubabu kan la because mo ma sura kan dol fa na sa fo no le ko defana mam manika kan mo ala fo sura kan la. A lot of English, so I don't know understand, so let's do this in our languages, okay? So love the prodigy understand. So then no matter what, you know they have driving.
Who said it? Ila badi on nyinna mi problemoti. Ning moy ba kango fodoro ika ko no mandika kango fo ndenga mandika kango moyle barinta fola bi mbe suru wa kango fola pour mol mi yalon ko ika lafide bantaba jubela ika lafide programme la moyla bari mandika kango moy because ibuko suru wa kango fo let's be it all fana ya enjoy yalon ko suru wa kango be fola ja wala in
bari nene fa ñim programme ñim programme ko nka beke ni nka ke sura ante ka sura kan fo janne no fanja kana jana sura kan fo jang momo hani fula kan momo any language Gambian language sa fo ñim programme Gambia kan so wala nan ka fo moli nka no si fa alfo ka fo ko ala fo English la because mol man sura kan wo man to comment si fa encourage la jang place. Ni memang surah kau mai. Afo surah kau mai lah kana sorry. Afo sis lah kana sorry. So but anyway. So Nene, this is very interesting.
Ngalong ko sizzle comment ngalong ngamba ngamira sizzle le yake. Sizzle le be woku wol manya.
No, sizzle ma woke. Ibe boy la kan sizzle kan ne. Ibe boy kan sizzle kan ne. Sizzle ma afo. Sizzle ma afo. Sizzle wo ni aje wo comment ke Manchester United le score. So ndada nga score sol check 0-0. So because man sizzle la comment je because atemu anti Manchester United. But anyway, Nene, so memem foka no luma do wax moy xalé ñu dé def driving. Ana ay GP gisu ñooñu. So bala nga dem di
gis nga ñun suñ security bi they are very very reactionary gis nga bi loolu xewee xaw ma ne gisoon nga leen ñu mobilize taxaw understand nga di joxe orders and then the guy was there telling them nduuti waraj suñ dawut duñ daw xam nga it was all over this hype over social media. The security will be doing patrol and they'll be stopping everybody that is driving illegally, blah blah. How many days have they done that? How many days? Being such armed robbers. You know, okay, then you have night patrol and blah blah, deploying extra security. How many days did they do that? They stopped. Can they get to go? And how you get it? But I understand why I give some people to say we should provide a space, understand, for these kids to be doing those stunting because it's a game. Like, hello, in the West, where stunting, right? It's a game. It's a structured game where when you are getting in the car, your car is top notch because it is checked to see that everything is working before they allow you to use that car on that field. Yourself, you wear equipments and gears to protect yourself. In the case of a crash, the chances of you dying will be very, 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 very slim. You are protected. And in fact they have and then the place where it happens, it's a commercial place that you go and pay and do that. It's not any place that the government or anybody builds and all that thing. It's not a free space. It is controlled. So these people saying those things, I am saying to yourself, of course you will not allow your child to do it because it's other people's kids who are doing it. That's why you are advocating for them to be allowed to do it. If your child is the one getting in that car doing it, the hospital, the healthcare system, right? We are crying. Our mothers are dying. Our sisters are dying on the hospital beds giving birth. And we are talking about encouraging that. Purman is a nonsensical game in the Gambia so far because it's not structured. It's not controlled. We don't have the prerequisite skills and knowledge. Amuñ moto yi yoo xam ne you correct. You war a def yooyu noonu fiñ ko defee si diggi yoon bi moto yi passenger van yaa ngi ëpp nit mu ngi dem toppatoo soxlaam ngay def loolu seen kanam and all that. It is so dangerous. And I think before calling people and spending 48, 72 hours on one person who has done nothing, in my view and opinion, you spend it going round to hunt on those people and put their mothers and their fathers on check to control their kids to ensure that they are safe and the people plying the roads are safe. That's where they should spend those resources and energy on because it is safe. And everybody that plies those roads is at a risk of getting into a horrible, horrible accident. It's uncalled for. I was a board member of Marina International School, and we had an issue one time until a child was expelled because of stunting. They were involved in stunting. You understand? There was a time they did that after a graduation ceremony, and somebody got killed. It's not very long. It's not a long time when that happened. Somebody's child died. That person is still crying. Every time the dad gets into a car and the car is speeding, he gets panic attack because of the horrific way the son died out of stunting and they were doing it for fun. And somebody wants to tell me we should allow the kids to do that. And the security forces are watching that happen. They're not doing anything else. Come on. Liñ dee war a wax duñ ko dee wax fuñ dee war a def suñ energy duñ ko dee def suñ energy. And then you get watch these kids to grow to be whoever they want to be, uncontrollable, indisciplined, and we are not talking about those things. We are not putting our efforts and energy to make sure that those things are halted and put in the stop. That's my opinion. Something must be done to stop that thing. It's not a game in the Gambia as of yet because we don't have the streets, we don't have the roads, we don't have the parks, we don't have the good cars, and we don't have the good drivers. And guess what? Those kids that go into those cars and do the stunting, they don't have driving license because most of them are students. That's why they cannot even rent the cars. They have to use elders to go and rent cars and give it to them so they pay extras. So they are underage, illegal driving, and it's a crime. What happened? Hale bobu nonu bugona ray hale bi bunti marina ak head teacher bi. What happened to the boy? Nothing. The allegations and the boy is from a wealthy family, is from, you know, the elitish family, the who is who in the country. That's why nothing was done, you know. And basically, oh, why Rayut Lenkai there? But they almost died. They almost died. You know, they reach there like within a snap of a finger. Why should we let those things go like that? It's unfair. It's like kumbabu amde kumbabu amunde. Lolu non suko kena defon. Ku joge kabada deki awasise. Ne ko non time bi mu ngi ci jail bi. Parce que dañoo xam ne yaay ma papaam xëy na de illiterate jànguñ amuñ gannaaw amuñ taxawaay dinañ yóbbu ko ci jail bi because of attempt na pour rey nit, not even killing the person. But then because the family of that people, they within the combo, they're from the elitish, they know at least some people within the corridors of power, they get away with it. It's unfair. It is really unfair. And deka bo hamne emuñ in the eyes of the law. Deka bo dafa nek a jungle, animal farm. It's like survival of the fittest, you know. And that's what I see happening in this country right now. And it's concerning. It's scary. It is scary. Something has to be done.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nene. Alonga wax moy dega. So we hope ne nguur gi nañu déglu ak xel. Dëkk bi ñun ñoo ko bokk. And du forcer ñun yëpp dañu war a bokk si benn parti. Even UDP government suñu amee fo ñu am opposition. Fo ñu bari dinañ oppose nguur gi. The opposition, pour nga nekk opposition dafa healthy as long as the debate is centered on issues, it's not on personalities. I think policy Gambia, they want to depart from this nonsensical approach. They talk, they déglu party surrogates. Gis nga loolu tax nit ki da nga war a merit place bi da nga ko war a yelloo. It should be based on your credentials and sa qualification. Apply Sanyang. Naka la ñëwee si nguur place bi. It was through mainly advocacy of Ahmed Jite. Because Adama Barrow parewul ko jox place bi sax. Because gisoon nañ fi Ahmed Jite dem lot of Facebook lives. Mu ne Ablaye Sanyang du UDP because dañ foogoon ne UDP la woon. Moom place bi supporters yi ñoo tax mu am ko. This is why he thinks that he owes it to them. Even though Ahmed Jite si boppam, I bet IGPs and léegi sax du all Ahmed Jite téléphone because dafa ragal pour mu am communication ak Ahmed Jite. Waaye yàlla ak maa si Ahmed Jite moom mu am place bi nañ la waxante dëgg because time bi ñoom Alkali Conte they were suspecting the new UDP support la Barrow was belaboring he was hesitant that dina ko jox place bi. Ahmed Jite stuck his neck out and saying kii nekkul UDP da ngeen ko war a jox waaye tey Ahmed Jite xam naa ne ku ko laaj ndax IGP Sanyang daf la de aussi téléphone dafa wax ne kooku jeg naa koo dégga comme léegi suma brother Ibrahima Silla du Ahmed Jite léegi ñoom yëpp dinañ daw Ahmed Jite because Ahmed Jite léegi is not in the good books of this government. Gis na this is a sad situation in our country. Looloo tax nit ki da nga war am principle. IGP Sanyang su fekkee ne dëgga dafa mel noonu comme li former IGP Kinte ku resign on xam nga kooku dafa jànga ba pare mun a liggéeyam ba pare place bi it was not lobbied for him he deserved it ñu jox ko looloo tax when situation xamoon Faraba he resigned he took responsibility waaye IGP Sanyang moom because yow nit yi ñoo la lobbied place bi and you think that oh I have to be loyal to NPP supporters I have to dance to their whims and caprices otherwise duma fi yàgga yëpp nee na yëf ñàkk a gëm yàlla la li soo ko gisee rek ñëf yi ñàkk a gëm yàlla la yow nee na Freda tey yow soo bugga su fekkee ne yow tamit da nga bugg a nekk ministre ñu appoint la minister of women's affairs demoon nga NPP di dem si plateforme yi di support NPP di wax Barrow dina la mu appoint la ministre wala mu def la ambassador wala something waaye da nga gëm sa boppa so lii mooy problème yi Gambia te I'm very happy ne some of you yéen a ngi stand on your ground ñun yëpp mënuñoo bokk ci UDP fo ñoo am ñoo xam ne they will be on the other side waaye nee ne kontaan naa ne yaa ngi advocate Alhaji Bora waaye Alhaji Bora nag account am bi nag am na ku ko use nee ne xaw ma kan moo ko use maa ngi gis Alhaji Bora mu ngi seetaani programme bi loolu maa ngi laajte si ron how ma can no use account am, but I have just observed on the page that his Facebook account is watching the show. So how man that policy, or I forgot the policy then log into his account. You said. So Alaji
I'm not
Bora.
sure. I'm not a telephone and bijelon in common. Why I'm not sure they didn't log in the certain account. Possibly had a family members or whatever.
Okay, maybe a family member
I
is
don't know
watching.
that I'm not
Yeah,
Jabar
maybe a family member is
or
watching.
whatever.
Why I have noticed that Alaji Bora's account is watching the show. So I know the police. I don't think the police will do that. The force they log into his account and then watch the program. So maybe Canada see family members there. So Nene Balama Bailarek, then because then will be lines people to call in. What is your final message to the Gambian authorities and also to the opposition? Do you think the opposition are quiet? Do you think we should be more upfront?
Oh, I think so. I'm glad you even said it before I said it. I think opposition we need to understand the role of opposition.
Yeah.
And you need to understand how important being on the side is. It's not attacking, but it's holding to account. It is very important to have people from the other side of the spectrum looking at things from a different lens to objectively and constructively critique issues, so that the ones that are in charge, ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo nekk control, dinañ mun a gën a roll seen sleeves yi, gën a defaraat seen toogaay, gën a defaraat seen jëfin ak seen jubluwaay. Loolu rek la te right now dama fa ne fii political parties yi bari nañ waaye fii nii soo fi buggee soo ne political party rek it's like opposition. It's either you are in the government or you are in the opposition. And when you're in the opposition, you are UDP, point blank period. I mean, we have reduced politics to a two-party political party, which is a really, really sad situation. When you go to IEC, you have 18 or 19 political parties registered. Is IEC just a money-making thing, income, just collecting $1 million and not doing anything else, not performing the oversight functions, not making sure that when you register as a party, year in, year out, you fulfill the requirements that warrants for anybody to call you a political party. Everything that is required, you need to, year in, year out, you need to be audited and checked to see in a young code. Otherwise, you are not a political party and you shouldn't be counted as one. Yeah. So, I mean, that is what is happening. You don't see them critique. You don't see them holding the government to account. You don't see them bringing forward solutions, alternatives as to how things should work. Because if you are an opposition, which means you are saying, I am not in line or in agreement with the policies and procedures and programs of the ruling party, we differ. So that's why I want to be in the other side. Otherwise, why do I have to be different? I will just come and join you. So if I am different with you, if I believe that I'm different, I form my own political party, I need to act like one. But registering a political party had become so lucrative because we've seen after 2021, a lot of people got what is the term, sir? Comme nga bokka nit ki politics nga support ko bala bala after mu jox la position or mu jox la favor naka lañ waxee loolu noonu sax Seydou Sédili there is a war
la mooy lan
déedéet comme the people like ñoom Dusano, ñoom Lamin Cham, they were the strong supporters of Barrow, and if they see nothing wrong with Barrow, and after 2021, they were all given like advisors and blah blah ambassador and all that thing. You understand? A political patronage. That's the word I wanted to say.
Political patronage.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were rewarded.
Yeah, because of those rewards and political patronage, a lot of people feel like, okay, I just need to be seen as one of them, a political party. I'm registered so that wherever political heads sit, I will sit because I'm the head of the party or I'm the leader of the party. Some of them, honestly, some of these parties, their leaders are not even fit to sit with security guards on a table, much more sitting with political leaders. They don't deserve it, because what have they done to deserve those things apart from registering a political party and being the party leader? That's all. That's not all about that. That is not all about a political party, and that's what we need to talk about. It's not only a UDP person you have to see crying on top of their voices saying something is wrong, or you have the NPP people on the opposite side call in the UDP people and say, you guys are wrong or whatever. We do not have only 2 parties. We have 19 political parties. Where is the other 16 political parties? Where are they? We don't see them. You have a chunk of them dallying and parleying with the corridors of power for position and privilege and benefits because they tell you, oh, the Masona is opposition. Well, you son law because you're defu dara. You sona, you fa. Why you defu dara be sona. So you don't want to continue to nini hamela si opposition, nini hamela sa kado, sa gom ak linga buga pour dekabi. Lolo nekofi and lolo monyu sona. That is why we are still struggling. And that's why it's really seeming, it's smelling, the smell is coming. We are going back to the struggle. I can smell it. The atmosphere, the feeling, the things that are happening. It's really a feeling of the 22 years, the struggle we did from 15 to 2020 to 2016 and all that. That's the feeling I have sometimes. I mean, yesterday I went to the police station. I mean, you saw Bora where he was sitting, and there was nothing sensible that was being said there. I was not understanding it, honestly. And you know, I honestly, I was like, okay, you know what? Kinga nit ko tooñ. Nit ko xamne da nga nek ci nekulo ci djub dang ko de xam ak nit ko xamne ci dega nga nek te xam nga ne ci li nga nek toñu lo te ragalu lo te rusulo. You know, when I said to him, you know what, it will be okay, just hang in there and just keep your cool and don't do anything that will be used against you. Ako nyiko, my sister nene, don't worry, ni man kute kelela andunte man kuke. This is what his response was to me. I was like, you're right. And stand by that. Mankuke. So why would you worry that kube kelela? Because you mengo men hapun ta torong kedoro mbalon nako alalem bari amanke kontelenga kuja wole ko o nga feng neke. You know, I mean, you can tell that mungi gom yala, mungi try to act like a man, but there is so much frustration in him that why would I leave my very important thing to be put in one place from morning till now, and the signs are looking like I will not go home, I'm going to sleep here. It's not a good feeling, say steadily. I have been there, I know how it feels. It is not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. And it breaks my heart every time it happens to somebody. You go in there, you realize, you know, power is being used against you. Dune danga def lu bon, dune danga taxaw fu bon, waaye nita la ëppa doole rek bëgg laa jaay doole ci time boobu noonu te mënuloo ci dara. Te ñi nga expect ne ñu jóg ñu wax o ñu def nekkuñ di ko def because ñu ngi feel ne bokku maa yow xamantew maa yow jegeñante wu o bokkuñ parti. It's sad. And it's honestly frustrating.
waaye nee ne jërëjëf lu ñoo def nii mooy garab bi nag noppi ba moom loolu is going to be too consequential. Lu ñoo wax ni media di wax ordinary Gambians ngi wax social media, the government is cornered. To this government, if they are cornered, then they're noppi. Right now they are planning their next move, and we all know what the end result will be. Alaji Bora dinañ ko bàyyi. He will not be charged because
charge this on what?
Dinañ ko bàyyi after wasting time ñu dem ñu ne waa in fact Alaji Bora léegi bàyyi nañ ko. It happened to Madi Jobate, it happened to Fatou Jan, it happened to, is it Mohammed? Lot of people yes, all these people are called for questioning. So at the end of the day, they haven't prosecuted anybody. They haven't taken anybody to court because government doesn't do their work. They feel in a dollar. Look over here.
Man arrested me 3 different times. Man made into Dublin court, ma suul and ma win. Te ñom ñoma de arrest ñu charge ma.
Settle money rek.
Why into dañ ma charge and nothing happened. Man ma yóbbu leen court, ma suul leen and I win the court 3 times.
Well, it's good that in fact,
with all the detention, the wasting of time, nothing.
Balanga dem rek on a different topic. Saharib bi Bakari Baji, hamanda sa broda la yowit.
Ma broda la. Sa broda la.
Bakari tamit sa broda la.
Lum defati, sama broda lum defati.
Dama gis suma party leader bi, hana deglo news bi, suñ party leader bi Lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Wax na ne affaire stadium bi dañ ko war a investigate. It's in the headlines. Money this refurbishment works at the stadium dañ ko war a, because there's been a story watch on Gambia. Binda fii ne allegedly moom sa broda bi dafa defati beneen scandal because the limit that they gave him was 100 million, and he went to the 100 million threshold. Momu spent, he spent 160 million. You know, the finance minister, the cabinet subcommittee, finance minister CDK, that wasn't happy with him. So why Mange Degate news be the party leader be is quoted, I think Standard already quoted as headlines. And the UDP leader has said that these there should be an investigation into this Harleys Spence Stadium. So some brother is in the news again for negative reasons.
Now, for me, well, for me, it's two things. Let's say whatever the rumors in the rumor mill, the grapevines is true, and then 100 million must spend more than that. How did that happen? Because it's a budget. You have a bill of lading. You already do a bill of quantity. The contractor must have agreed with you on a specific figure to do a specific job. Because you must have highlighted and say, this is the stadium I have. I need this and this and this and this and this and this fix. The contractor will come and say, okay, to fix this, it will cost this amount of money. It will take this amount of time. And then it's put in a contract and it's signed. Right? So if that what more happen, low length death, how come the budget is, let's say, 100 million, and then more spend more than that? And nobody caught it, nobody realized it, nobody stopped it until after it was spent. Per month, it is all a bunch of BS from everybody, all of them. I don't want to believe it. And if it's really Lolo more help, they are all equally responsible, not only by the bad.
It's a collective responsibility.
They're all responsible, and they all should be held accountable. So on that thing, they are all equal in it, because you cannot come and say, you are the finance minister, right? And you're the one that releases or approves the budget or whatever. And that magnitude of money cannot be spent without you knowing or coming to your notice. I cannot take that. It's really, really not. You are a finance person, an economic. I'm a finance person. I know that in any civilized world, that doesn't happen. In any responsible leader, that will not happen under your watch. So if that happens under their watch, they're all equally responsible and liable and should be held accountable. And it's all incompetence and irresponsibility and hardcore wickedness on the citizens who own those tax and money, who those money should go to benefit them, but not deprive them or to put it in such a bogus project. If it happens, that's what I would say. Now, coming back to the stadium, pour man dama feel ne yak ñola. Because again, bima gisee that letter, ñu ne nakala gaaf la nda kaaf la whatever, the football body gaaf, right?
Yeah. Gambia Football Federation, GFA, I think.
Okay. No, not the Gambia one, the outside one that said the stadium is not fit.
CAF, Confederation of African Football, CAF.
There you go. So when CAF came and inspected and said, oh, you know what, this is not up to standard, so they did not approve it for the international match to happen here. I said to myself, because at the end of the day, before they even started the renovation, I'm sure they would have been told what is the CAF standard for it to be approved for an international match to happen here. They would have been told, because you cannot be told it's not fit for international, renovated, and without being told what is the international standard that will allow international matches to happen. So if you are told, I'm sure it is in writing, I'm sure it is in pictures, I'm sure it is in drawings. How could you renovate to a certain point and allow them to come when you know that you are not to that level? It's not at par with what you are supposed to do. And then wait until they come and inspect and now tell you that it's not. Now you want to give excuses. I mean, who does that? But then again, I'm not surprised, man. I am not surprised that happened, because when they were supposed to sit in their offices and monitor and scrutinize and evaluate and analyze and be watchdogs, they were busy campaigning at different places to become something that they know they cannot be, something that they know they will not be, something that they know that when they be, they will not be able to fulfill and live up to expectation. That's where they spend their time to, which was wrong. So therefore, when they come right now and tell them that it's not what we expected, what do we expect? We should not even ask the citizens be crying, because we shouldn't be surprised. Did they give it time to be there to make sure what they paid money for, they're going to get that? They were not there. They were busy doing other things. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Ñun Gambians, see, we have lowered the bar so low. We have lowered standard so low. Benga hamne, what comes right, we accept and we take it. We shout 2 days and we keep quiet. We move on to. We don't follow through. We don't make sure that things happen the way it needs to happen. So this is what we get. So let's deal with it as a local stadium for another number of years. Benga hamne, mun go upgrade. What do we do? Because again, Bakary is the new darling baby of the president. Do we expect the president to do anything to Bakary? I will be surprised.
No. Feel that I'm a issue Aksuma Hariti neka for the people by the people, because I really got it. Just now say to the mom dam Canada that they defend Bakary Badge. That's fine. In fact, Mama Wahine Washington Gambia ministry reacted. But I think say to the unless if you tell me the day that story was written, I think you're conflating two issues, because I think Washington Gambia wrote story about Ibrahim Asilla's ministry, and Ibrahim Asilla reacted, Washington Gambia published. But I didn't see any publication from the sports ministry reacting to Washington Gambia. But if you have that, say to it, you can say it in the comment section for us to see it. But I think Bakary Badji, all accounts, Hamnan is a brother, fine. Really, he shouldn't be a minister. He was caught stealing. And you see, Hamga Gambia, what is our problem? Nene, what's the definition of stealing in English? What is the definition of stealing?
Well, stealing, taking what you don't own, unauthorized taking of something that does not belong to you.
Exactly. So Bakary took a podium. In fact, before Monica minister, today you are not minister. I'm not minister, but we all know if you minister, your other half is not entitled to a podium. Bakary knew this even before he was appointed minister, and he said he started hiding behind. They advised him wrongly. That was stealing. If you took something, and it's laughable when he said he went to 40 people by the people. He was better off in America. Halis Bundon as a minister. I said, okay, if you are that rich, why did you have to dig your hands into a party, and why couldn't your wife pay for her own ticket to go to Turkey? Because you were so rich even before a minister, to the extent of stealing. And Musa Jeng is on record, and I put on this. He said he doesn't think Bakary should resign. All over the world, if you are caught stealing, then you want to resign. All over the world. It's not even peculiar to the West. President Paul Kagame, Minister of Defense, he lied. He sacked him. Much more somebody caught taking per diem because if you get sacked, why did he
Boris Johnson? You know, he lied about the party during the COVID, and he had to resign because the people said, you know what, we will not tolerate it, because if you as our leader will lie to us, what else are you going to lie about? You know, that is what integrity and good character is. You have to have impeccable character. As a leader, everybody else should do the thing but you. For me, Bakary is a fine gentleman, right? But when it comes to that particular issue, I differed with him 100%. Simply because that explanation of he was told it is a norm, it is usual. Fine. Let it be a norm. Let it be usual. Everybody does it. But in your head, in your hearts of heart, did you believe they were doing it because it was just a norm, or it was correct and illegal? Because these are the two things. Man, if I know that everybody else is doing it, but it's not correct, I will not do it. I don't care. Call me whatever. Because that's a choice. That's a personal choice to take it or not to take it. If you are well off and your wife is in the US or whatever, to buy a ticket to come and meet you in the UK is just like drinking water. You don't need government funds or resources for your wife to meet you wherever you are going. I think that was wrong. And these are the boundaries that we fail to draw, and then until we get into trouble. We remember that time when Batambe took those passports for family members until the outcry came. It was like, okay, he was told, you know, it's okay to do it because other people were doing it. For me, that was not an excuse. Is it correct? Is it right? Is it morally correct? Is it legally correct? Let the whole world do it. But if it's not correct, I will not do it, because someday it will come back to us, and you will be pointed out and say, you ought to know better. And Gor, warna bandol non la waron nga ham. You ought to know better. There are certain people, when they look at you and say, I'm disappointed in you. Honestly, it's not right. And I'm the yenay, daf la de yaplu, daf de tak warota wax ci yow mu wax ci yow. Dafa wara tak kula warota hamal la. ku la warut a joxoñ la ku la warut a tuutil la ci loo xam ne jaru ko. How much was that money? It was pittance. It was small. But then, in the eyes of the law, it's not small because that was taxpayers' money that can solve one or two things that you deprive the people and gave it to somebody who was not supposed to get it. So we really, really need to be careful. I mean, we know the whole system, call it wherever you guys point, it's porous, is polluted, is contaminated with all kinds of corruption and things you have that they can normalize. There is no basis because of they've been doing it for so long, and then everybody else comes and follows suit without able to justify why something is being done. Lolu mom bari na fi. Why you as the individual, am na yenay suñ la ko waxe daf de tay sa xel. Straight away you're going to know ne li warut, li correctul, li waruñ ko def. And then you dig deep, why is it being done? And especially when you're the leader, you try to stop it. And if you cannot stop it, don't be part of it. Leave the others to do it. And I think that on that particular situation, my own take is that that's what Bakary should have done. And say it has been done for so long. It's not. I feel it's not correct or it's not nice. So therefore, I will pass. I'll excuse myself. And you keep mute and move on with your business. Let somebody else deal with it. But don't take it and then come back and say, I was told everybody else did it, or that's what they've been doing. I mean, hello? And that's what we hear with most of our leaders. Most of our leaders. But it's a norm. Ni lañ ko dee defee. Ni lañ ko dee defee. Lii laa fi fekka. Lii laa fi fekka. Yow fekka nga ko fi xam nga ne baaxu. Waaye still naa nga continue di ko def. Like, are you any different from those people? No.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Nene. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being our guest today. We really appreciate your time. Say Ture, thank you for sharing on the link. Thank you. Yes, there was a rebuttal of the story caption by Watson Gambia. The Ministry of Youth and So did react. Say Ture is right. And I'm going to, not today, I'm going to delve into this and also read it for fair and balanced reporting. Then the ministry did react to debunk, refute the allegation about they spend 116 million above the approved budget. That is on the Watson Gambia. And Watson Gambia also did the good thing. They published it, and when the ministry wrote the rebuttal, they published it. This is good journalism, and this is good. That's what we do here on UTP Online Bantaba. If we say something and somebody say something, we will share it as well, because we have to be fair. Even though we are a partisan platform, but we try to be as professional as possible, because for the we owe that to our audience. We should be very, very professional in what we do. We should give both sides of the aisle in terms of our reporting. It doesn't matter what. But Limoy Gambia, Nene, Mabaila content na nga ñëw fi tay. Hopefully one day we will get out of this bubble. We'll get out of this black hole that we are in, where calling for questioning would be the order of the day, just on Nunga Watara, when there are a lot of criminals in the country. Abasanya Mungini, he resigned, on what? Nyamsen on press list, attitude was not in line with the ministerial code of conduct. Lulu defa lendem, Lulu TNL. Belegi, he's scot-free. The allegations of financial misappropriation, alleged, sale of lands, reserve lands. Belegi darajotko. We have the alleged drug peddlers. Where is Banta Keita? Denga ham kan moy Banta Keita? Nene, ana Banta Keita?
No.
Ken Jisuko? 3-4 years now. How many years? Like, that is the thing. So that is what I actually understand. Police, they have a lot of work, and they are just Gambia. Politics. They are just focusing on politics. Luneka politics. We have criminals. Why police Gambia so long you act like while kide bugut baro dem la ngeen topako. As if suñu life yep is all about buga baro ak ñaka buga baro. L'autre deka bi mu ngi pan. We have NAWEC, Kurang Amut, Gamkel, all institutions are collapsing. Government is focusing on social media, the support Baro.
Mene dika bangi poto nawet bi kurang do am danga tok 6 hours 8 hours do am kurang danga jinda sa cash power yang ko dugal light du ñew ñi jaay ndox sen ndox yi nekku di wow ñi jaay wonjo sen wonjo yi wow dañoo tok ay days duñ jaay marché bangi cher passa ngi cher. So li ba pare dëkk bi mu ngi congested with cars and ndox yi, because this construction that's going on mu ngi cause a lot of mess and chaos bi nga xam ne dangaa dem place fu la war a jël benn 10 minutes it takes you an hour and a half. Imagine an hour and a half to and fro out of your day. How much money is that? How much money is that if you have to monetize it? I mean, foyam to be dafa bari fi ba nga xam ne ñaaka liggéey bi dafa bari fi ba nga xam ne it's like the unproductiveness in this country is 80% to 20%.
Yeah.
80% unproductiveness and then 20% effectiveness and productiveness.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How can a country run on that basis? Dara internet doxul, kurang doxul, ndox doxul, yoni doxuñ, nothing man tara tamakan.
Waaye yow nag nee dinañ la set up commission of inquiry yow tamit ñu investigate la because yow yaa ngi nii di am courant yaa ngi am internet sa internet bi dafa strong suma oncle Larry Cissé dina def commission.
Is it fair? I can afford it to invest on a strong internet. Somebody else, my next door neighbor, is not earning enough to be able to buy the amount of internet or to be able to have consistent electricity. Is it fair? And we all live in the Gambia next door to each other. Is that the country that we want to live in? No. I mean, it's unfair.
Waaye thank God ne nene yow yaa ngi amoon sa internet bala nga nekk council ora waaye dañoo wax ne da nga doon yow tamit commencé nga.
Oh, sure. I have not received money a dime yet from the council. You know me.
Ko dañoo wax ne nene dugg na council rek léegi ñu leer te nene yàgg naa leer nene am na ku la doon tapasa si YouTube kooku falewu ma ko mu ne I know this is not part of topic but she is beautiful. Ñaari nit mané leen suñ la bëgg nak ñu jaar ci sisla mo la mayé nak sisla jaarama
leka des kon duma am jikar dama lamba That's what you said. You all know me prior to this. I have walked in much more higher places than the council. The council for me, I tell people say the one thing. When say, thank you for your new appointment or whatever, thank you, I'm humble. You understand? I'm grateful yet humble. But, Purman, I don't take this consulting as a job. I take it as a service. Purman, that's how I am taking this thing. It's a service to the people. Since I love doing service and all that, it's a service. So that's why we need to be humble. We need to be down to earth. We need to be people-oriented and people-centered because that office is a people's place and all. It's not a job. If it's a job, they pay you. You do what you're asked to do to pay. It's a 8 to 4 job. You go and do it and go. But no, it's different. I mean, you can be on the remote thing for what? Especially this now. This na councilors you have the you pump ndahi, si sen keri mbokay, si keri kwandi, si keri neighborsi and all that thing. You know, you're not paid to do that. So that is going beyond, going outside of the bar. So poor man, somebody else can think it's a job. Poor man, it's a service. So it's not anything that has to do what you're paid or what you're given or whatever. It doesn't have benefits or any privileges or whatever. You have to go out there and work and lobby and hustle and bring it to the people. Man for man, that's the mindset I have. That's my take and that's my thinking going into this. It's not anything luxurious. If anybody knows, Nene was wearing those wigs costing 50,000 before I went to the council. So you all take a chill pill.
Nene, I don't know whether you will comment on this question. Why one of the our kin followers of Bantaba, Munema Lagla, Danga de Watan, you still friend with my brother, Dr. Ismail Assise. It's a former boss.
Okay, take that back. Ismail Assise has never been my former boss. Actually, and when you said Ismail Assise, I had to think, okay, Ismail Assise. Actually not. I have not seen or spoken to him in a little bit. Not for anything else. We just don't cross paths.
Politically, he was the head of your party. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, head of the party, not my boss. Head of the party, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we don't cross paths, but I think it's just, because we don't have the same activities or the same engagements or the same places we go, but nothing into it. I'm sure when we cross paths, we'll be able to hawk and greet and laugh and move on.
Yeah.
Life moves on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not seen him, and I want to believe he's fine. He's in good spirit.
I thought he was going to go to China. They said he got a lecturer job there.
I don't know. I haven't heard about that or seen anything about that.
Yeah, just not in the news. But anyway, thank you for your time. We'll let you go now. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, bari ngol walketa no don't to be na sister na Fred Thomas. Ba tinto ba kan ba jaila. Another jang progrediam ala jibora la kola. Kuma jamale kaja. Thank you, man. So memang kala watu tata le bake. 2 hours 26 minutes. I think Wandifa is supposed to play an audio here, but Wandifa is not in the studio now. So, and I also want to open the lines. I know there is another. I want to wrap up this program. Malavika Trajam beyond 3 hours. It's because it's 22 minutes to 10 already here in the UK. So if we cannot take all the calls today, we can take calls tomorrow or Thursday. Later, next program. In my program with Sam, will do it on Thursday. So, but thank you for your time. One if I nyanta modola audio play jam, and one if I come never jamealango. Maybe we will expand on this one time. Adama Barrow is systematically destroying our country at an astronomical rate. And we should come together. We should unite to redeem this country. Not for us, but for our future generations. We owe it to them. Adama Munuta Yuburegumi. Dega Adama Munuta Yubur. Amut Hambi. Amut Buga Buga Remubi. Adama Manim Banku Ama Kanu Soto. Nimanke political booty. So me molde tentula back in the Nene Fred Gomez tentula for being our guest today. Somebody texted me to ask when Juka Sise will be our guest. Yes, Juka will also come here. I'm going to speak to her. Juka will be here. But when I'm bringing Juka, I want Tukulorsi to be here as well. So it's going to be a combination of Tukulorsi and Juka Sise. So I'm going to bring them. And at the end of the month, we'll have Lord Mayor Talib Bensouda will be our guest on Bantaba and Chairman Yankuba Dabo. But whenever he's on, so nganya senyi audio play me alongo whenever ni pare rek yembe madra la audio play come for, and then I don't know, maybe I'll take 1 or 2 calls, but in temela no jamba ke bi mak, so then na line will close for what you do. What if we are ready?
Igamuela.
Yeah, me kan sorry me mute le me kan paretal.
Oh yeah. Pro audio yes. So
yeah, audio you play.
Manchester lady no.
Yeah, you know audio play.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Bembarame France for NPP. Kana kal konton baki new tribulo. Kabrin katon fo koina. Kal konton. Kal tentu baki kal jagi. Kal horma baki kal bunya ka falien. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Yo mbadi ngambeno nata dron kain audio kilimbula. Ni audio nyin kilinga man kunno jen sake flati. Alagam fero bekata. Gambia tonkon nano bela. Surtout alla nyin police sectional kono. Gambia Armed Forces wala Gambia International Army fenfenga ni audio sodo alaga kinyin Isiaka Sonko. The Minister of Interior. The Minister of Interior Gambia la the Minister of Interior Isiaka Sonko alaga fero beke foin audio siama. Isiaka Sonko mbe konto na bake mbe tentula mbe jagila mbe hormala ke bunya kabren katon fo koina mbe la musoni la dindin be konto na mbe la dimbal be konto na ila palaso la hormo bunya kamambe kontona bake ke tento ke jagi ini la dindi na mo bembar rame France NP donc mel ko ke wala mu banko la security kending Gambia la security la section mboka kuma jila fereng andon Gambia la security ni nganje kuma la jenka kuma le pour ka fero ke la security la stabiliser ka control nga fero ke pour stable security la kontane banko ka bar ni ga mebe la muso kara la ko na manyo ni banko de tenkundi wolum manyo te sino la kente sino la donc mel ko ke wala mu banko la security atel security min banko ka a sojare kunda police kunda paralu dros katulal be tout mbali konton na bake kali bunya kali horoma kali tentu kali jagi be duwala le fana yara bima sakalanke ala malla kantala masibo malbe dawdandi albe dawda ala mal kisla masibo maji parce que albe palaso mento albe doko menna doko nyin akamunde rakimani essence ki nyaw kala ni banta gido bula bunko ne woni harmadin ki nyaw kam bunko no akamunta felle be takri nyola e be nyogo jibe kambari man la nyola harmadin ni gido ni la nyola atel bo bunda lawto alama la tangala kila na la saybul hormola alamu jagol korilal yara bima sakallanke alama la balu soni ala kala balu nyinya kala banya nyinya kala banda kar jannati fen audio soto atel kono laftalani audio kinye isiaka sonko be konto na bake kamuru koma donning ini badi mana be mbara mi France isiaka sonko nyina munna kuma foloti pour nga audio ke tola barante danda inade abe fulanje nale ni audio do nin do tema lo kon kilimbe dum najile abe sabanja na fana audio fulanje ni sabanja tema lo kon fulabe dum naji bari sabanja na be kala last baro sabanja nyin kola mallay fana niyo be tenkuna Gambia kono munna isiaka sonko kudo be je hanni mogol mo fu barali nga jibe ñobulla isiaka sonko ni hadama de ngey horma ni mawlon par naare doya bolo nalde ni hadama de ngey bunya ni mo fahamu ni doya nati bo faham ladde isiaka sonko be palaso mento Gambia sign the Minister of Interior the Interior Minister itibe palaso mento bi Gambia ding men karanta la karanga siyetiti abo palaso ta siyata bake bari president baroko ite isiaka ritel tombo ngi bulo makekiji amanda wala de isiaka ngamo lulu lonne mo sababe Gambia fulabe America itumbe nun security le before amuskunda ke kunda e ko yega do ko ke koto le before andi telephone ngi train akamunta ko security la section e galon bakele yo naga tari baro ga nyim place di mo la même man security kunyalon mba fala ko president baro mistake tale bari ntenga mo lulu lonne ke kunda muskunda dolbe gamme dolbe America be security le kono before e ay tandin tele ko isiaka sonko la gante train donc inta fala ko security nyante kata banko ka nyami malo ni president baro ga Gambia ding be tuje arimute bulo makeke in place auto andun kabriti bina nyim place to molle be je holle bondi ke tikiji isiaka sonko ni ke be tulunna president barola billahi wallahi tallahi la ilaha illa huwa jannin kardantan ite fantar len sigranka baro sonta ban baro man somban be ngine kela parce que ntel membe kuma kan baro noma ntel manke politiciano tide political party offensive jamal biji mo sifa jamal biji political party be jele they are very loyalist political party din dol be jele me ngalon ko mo real politician lelti dol bu je mo defender lelti ntel bo mo le kono ntel manke politician oti membe keren ko le jibe membe ke kan ko le fo nyante menkelan ko le kacha mem man nyankelan ka jam fawlale isiaka sonko itele mo interior minister kabrin kudeta ko wulita Niger Gambia dini be lori na Gambia kono ibe Gambenol traite la kudeta ko la inta fala ke tulo mame yalo menke tamma Ablaye Sanya ndabla nyin kono IGP nga kibara fula soto bar laftale pour ya nyinin karo ke la section la wala Ablaye Sanya kili afain ko ni audio la me bambe mbadra me ko ten kuma wo kuma nin sigita telefono kunto ngambulo lakan o ka senya male very clear ni te lafta kumo nyin sa samano dawdan den to problem tala lumenning abasanya nga birajan wolum MPP din le funta kanani barbe bi mento bi sainting aba sanya ira chadle agenda kata court after court kata mailtude munna bar lumembe kumo ina funtila mbe kumala aba togola lumenna be ko le ha bembani aba bar kule be tema ite fanana ko nyin mbe kuma kam bi menna bile mu kara woro tili worowla mba nyangini kam fumbulu la takendoka isi aka sonko ni rajima abla sanya ndabla nyin ko kono wonte ni mo menga kulubali ya kumo foka gamenol treat surtout nyin kudeta membe kering ibe kanka mogol treat kudeta ko nyinna dindine be funtila katalo midial to alere mi alre long alre la cordal long alre la bunu long ibe kuma kam media mento alga long ika funti ka Gambia be treat kudeta la ngamira modu sabal mutama me a memba da kono bi mogol be kuma foka men seta modu sabal tati abe sirin kay jibe kumante fola ila ko nganya ngini baki fombulo la takendo mbe kumo kuma foroja hanni ran samba dunia be la high court len sumuru kumo nyinga Ablaye Sagna ni kumen keta dron be ke pake jolon ko Ablaye Sagna be tanga biten Ablaye Sagna jigo ga kurne ko nyankumo bare na miroto ite memu interior ministati ite le jigo kuruya Abulaye la jigo kurunya sibule ite ta kon le communauté bidon fa jiyo bo ba jiyo la parce que ngamo fula saba soto ila section o kono iko ku jama ka ke Gambia kono la mogoli ka security treatna Gambia kono ni Ablaye Sagna ka be action o tale tere ka fa ko mbatu ndombe ko ji sambar nyame nganya lonne aketa killing aketa fula aketa saba ngamano nyin kol ngalbe mem fo kam fan yala mo nyinti albe ko le la kan isiaka kun ako nyin sigira na medoro fo kudo be naring ni wato ko na keta irelo alimenkela andon kabra keta ira itandi nala ko ninko me action o tala jang isiaka sonko ba fala nga batun abe menkela ga lonne kabra keta iran kol ite isiaka sonko be digam kan tulo be la kumola ira itandi le ko al kana wori mbali kol la janin photo 5 ya fotende audio be mbulo ko na jang abulatu mo manside mbabula lumina wuluminarne isiaka sonko ni ray long ka foko nyim palaso me ba kono inte palaso nyin sambano la afo president baro yanko president baro alhamdulillah nge horma nge bunya iran horma iran bunya ala mum bere de malakila na la saybul hormola e en palaso min dina miya sambano mantare kuma kan NPP kula mantare kuma kan UDP kula mantare kuma kan parti kula jang mbe kuma kam men na dinding kortolo abo sigla media kono ka banko treat kudeta kola ite isiaka sonko has the interior minister ila IGP be bulla nolu kebe action mentala ikal kanata alimbatu mballa mela ibe nyin dajigo men samba kanten aba Sagna ngani ne ke Gambia tonko nano bela naga dola korda muta hodi dola ni daga sefolia ni sefo kila futandi abama aba ko lienko altala korda fensin tele marta sefo ni gouverneur bela aba ngin sifaleki bar lummembe kumala abala kola mo man ko monin tade bar ko mo nata kele ila kumo meta fola ni man dabula ji lundo dewan kol janne akare ko le telefono kuntu e kamar go en konte man taymo sonin ku sifalla bar wo be mun ko kumo letin ko kari kon ka en ko nyin ko ntibu ko ta nka evidence solo nyinin parce que ningay audio bula sanyin mo membe nyin audio le mela be sera sinin buloti o mo membe be audio le mela iba fala ko bemba ko tenne walakin nimbe kumaran kalloku bakele duniya dawo daniran samba de melokuri isiaka sonko ibe banko samba ka nyamila palaso to ila security is very poor in this country andum problemo jannabe nalalinga problemo nyangini ibe mento abula ninte palaso nyin sambano la fero ki rafu baro yen ko mi palaso nyin sambano ira palaso nyin murundi boto ngana audio flanjankan ibe kula abula isiaka sonko dajigo me ba samba kan atuje isiaka sonko be dajigo men na abuluka isiaka sonko be dajigo men na atuje isiaka sonko be lorun damen boje inyante lola damen talo lod la jana ala ngana fo nyaata ida jaaka yo ngene mo audio flanjanti isiaka sonko ni be danna janne
okay wonderful. I think wonderful ga moyle
bile mun na kuma follow ti la kola afula njame dara jane lo ko
wonderful
lo ko fulan sada lo nya
maybe I have no microphone on mute. I think I'm muted, sorry. Nam famille la
amin jebula de
woni vega moy la
kana malo la si famma e fadini kono e kana malo la si famma e sigi nyogol kono e kana malo la si famma e bitan tema e kana malo la si famma e nonol kono palasi wo palasi na dite la ni mi palaso samba no menga palaso di la muraka ka muri ke koto kun jaddeyante
anu nanyi moy mula neno ka Fabakar fongo konole ala executive member kanda sondi pour nata Fabakar ya na fasa kanje ko nim Fabakar ta adama baro kan na fasa ko ni lamin si je fay malon telefono na nyam ko masada bondi kanje ko senu da boni adama baro e temo e tinya nyam ko masada
Fabakar yo
ko wala bondi Allahu akbar
okay Abaraka Bage Wanifa. Well, I'm left there because I think we've the important part of this is what's the name of this guy again? Member Drame, I think.
Member Drame from another audio you it looks like attending audio on Saturday, requesting for the arrest of Bora on Sunday Bora address.
Okay. So in fact, well, I wanted you to stop it because you know like audio for you like the problem of amplify Gambia because I tell them la pour Bora arrest. Okay. But na play dalilo men kama pour Gambia ya understand ko. This man is on record ko a interior minister record. This is an act of criminality. It's not even an interior.
But also it literally by force can to take action. Man, I understand.
But you see, to record somebody without their consent is an act of criminality. Molka kile barabam bete, molka mol record le, ndeka fule amam bete ka mol record. You see, sakoka minister record just because he left Adama Barrow your bay, iko audio bete bolle. But look, these are the people that it handler. They will not take action against them because you know NPP in quality. Wonderful.
So who knows if Siaka Jata was blackmailed by these people? Who knows?
Avola Siaka Sonko. Yeah. Maybe you are sort of on tape. So saying because about Sirandi Kandami, imagine India Abasajan Abasajan Bonita, you are next. So this is intimidating tactics, but at the end of the day, about Laji Boraja free. Because Alaji Bora man kuka jamea it's actually unlawful. But na banko the news South Sudan so Gambia wal nyabe NPP supporter lana. Ika minister threaten, ika minister take intimidate, and the minister was about ol mel yalonko wol fana man plus ilata palaso da malla. Wol fana ning ñu yo for it, the next minute they will act. This is the thing. Anu member wol dol bi ka trani si ku kelola ha karimu manding quality. They have brought so much feud in NPP because of this tribal bigotry, tribal issues. Karimu Manding called the Baringa Bulanoma. And Niaji for more can for it's tribal. But Adama Barrow, Jamala cabinet, Adama is very protected of certain ethnic groups in that ministry. Whatever they do, Adama will not touch them. All right? And we are watching. Gambians all market before we are watching. Adama ka siyo dole target ala cabinet kono. Kabring Adama cabinet resolve lo that inga jela ka molmen bondi, aka molmen appoint. Gambia no market the 40. So let's get the wake up call. Adama tribalism le balundi kam banko kam, and the same tribalism le NPP. Wala NPP is divided into Mandinka group. Maimuna Sisadabo la grupo, Sarahulol fanani la grupo, then Fulo lila grupo, Surwali la grupo. This is how NPP is divided. And this is what they are trying to bring on a national discourse. But anyway, Meta Diamolale, I think a lot of people are appealing to me to open the lines. So I will take few callers today. Call in first come, first serve. And the Momo Diamda, maybe you can speak for 3 minutes or 4 minutes at most so that you just chance to the next caller. So the line is open on Bantabao. If you have my number, you can call through that. If you have Wandifa's number, I don't know whether Wandifa would like to take calls, you can call that through to his number. But I have seen that people have asked for me to call. So callers all, I'll hakileka nyambisi. Ni mendi am direct, ila diamu just hanima for you stop. If I want to stop, you give chance to another caller. We have Alex, the first caller. Alex.
Hello.
Enimbara.
Mr. Shadley Nimbara.
Ito di mai. Ito man ke Alex today.
Alaji Bambo Lodi.
Angelo nenge badan nila Alaji Bambo. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Yes, I'm very sorry to mention the name, but you can remember the audio play. Jan Komen de France. He's a devil. Lambala Saho is a devil to a Gambian. Lamin Toure is a devil to a Gambian. Most of them more MPP kono mo nyande hakilo to the party. Because they always escape. Because comedian no mune dunia kono bendia de da yap. So nintel tata fonna democracy Adam Barrow ya for kata comedian arrest. So we are coming to a Senegal level now.
Yeah.
Babu ka diam han platform or the fenketen yete arrest. Diam ta media yete arrest. Magsalaba mena exactly Adam Barrow left to the Gambia no ndu kuna dendel. Gambia no man kuna soto. Nobody is interested in violence here.
Yeah.
But the Futaka position is a total domination.
Yeah.
About our country.
Yeah.
This is a scary. No comedian not the Amunola Fekata and Alibora is an outspoken somebody Bengalongo, a color comedian guy with all heart.
Yeah.
With the bottom of his heart, remember caring Tonya Yakatawala for. So ni more the Tonya for Nola Gambia and the Banco Silanya.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Banco Silanda Silanya back. So thank you very much for the audios and everything.
Thank you, Say Tura, I have put my number there on the platform. You did ask for it. I've put my number there. So, Allah Barakabage, thank you to everybody. The line is still open on European Line Bandaga. More after Diamla. Please call in and have your say. So, Say Tura, Famada Bantaba caller. So maybe I'll give her a preference. Not all of the call killer today. I can see wants to talk on this issue. So say Ture, you can call. I think maybe she's the one calling. Say Ture, Bismillah.
Okay, Harama Geneli, they just saw that boom, boom.
Yeah, Wani Bogo, no, mute go.
Yeah, Fenaba. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, please.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm getting you, but thank you for accepting my call.
No problem.
Regarding this Boras arrest. I am so bitter about it because woman, they must feel like we have a problem. Number one problem, say we don't respect rights.
Yeah.
Rights.
Oh, sorry. Say to the sorry. Hold on. Say to the somebody's trying to call and okay. I was trying to reject the call and I picked the call. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think once you start to respect rights, and then solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because niti lunde am problem moneka man akse husedili suma jote akse husedili or agree ma akse husedili ban party da support or nakana se husedili take on politics or anything man suma agree to akon yo se husunde tie then obviously man dama celebrate ne denga tie because of dama celebrate it's like it's a payback time.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating the payback, but the focus on the reasons
Yeah.
Monica swing constitution we need guarantee.
Yeah.
Send rights. High police you know certain rights.
Yeah.
High police you know constitution we lunga hamne nyom fofu la sen dole wara muna em.
Yeah.
You understand? Criminal boko jire saga arrest ko. Constitution we what legal na guy nakali wara handle that criminal.
Yeah.
Let alone king hamne they just call for questioning. You understand? So they want to respect rights. Man fofu la am problem with a lot of people. So I mean there are happening linga hamne. It could be collective. Everybody, especially they contribute. Freedom of expression is guaranteed. Yeah, you understand? So, man, set the context because nobody does look at the context more like
yeah.
So, this is total foolishness. So, man, connection la and with anything to do with Niger. Number one. pour mu mun a am sax even anything loo xam ne Alaaji Bora ban following la am Gambia ah ba nga xam ne mun naa moom Alaaji Bora mun naa change minds of people for ñu commit crimes dangaa war a am di following ak lan la Alaaji Bora wax li war a tax ñu war ko téye because Alaaji Bora this police dañ ko waroon a hire ba pare thank ko for the advice because so dégloo the audio if you listen to the audio Alaaji Bora is talking about corrupt leaders Alaaji Bora is talking about authority self-responsibility Alaaji Bora is also talking about institutional coup maybe some of these police they don't even understand the context which Alaaji Bora was speaking on because loolu dafa tax pour mu educate a lot of people about some issues yi nga xam ne the police which are genuine so pour man nga téye benn nit nit ñu noppi mute nga téye ñaari nit the perfect example is Fat Jagne ñu bëri dañ am seen own personal problems with Fat Jagne but then buñ ko téye everybody celebrate the people ñi nga xam ne they were satisfied with Fat Jagne téye nañ ko on this nonsense questioning te man maa ngi advice ne man su ma loon déglu man suma mbokk tey su la oyal for questioning dama laa ne before you go there make sure that you go straight into a lawyer's office you go with a lawyer yes you go with a lawyer you have to protect yourself te soo nekkee ne because luñ bëgg a def moo nekk ne they want to stamp on people's rights full freedom of expression te loolu nobody waruñ ko ndax and it doesn't matter let me tell you if this person was a NPP member he could have I would still speak up the same way I speak up for Bora because it is something li nga xam ne it is a right that is guaranteed in our constitution and it's entrenched to be honest so man damaa wax nit yi ne loo xam ne nekkul dëgga separate leen seen own personal issues from it then di ngeen mën a gis the main thing lu police yi nekk di def the bottom line is from my message man message to the police moo nekk ne nañ bàyyi idle they're too idle they have so much time
am nañ lot on their plate de
you have lot of dañ bàyyi idleness because we pay our taxes for them to do a job so they want to mind their business when it comes to some certain issues they have no business in politics or ñoom nekkuñ investigators yi nga xam ne they are psychologists pour ñu mën a wax nit ki lan la intend to do that's not their job ñoom dañ need pour ñu prevent crimes from happening or suñ ko mënee prevent them from happening ba pare pour protect life and properties these are their mandate this is their responsibility they have to stop there it's either ñoom ñu register to be a political party pour nit yi xam ñoom fan lañ taxaw si su ñëwee si Gambian politics or they mind their business but mënuñoo continuer to look at people to target people and then again Bora is connected to
Kerfatu
is where he was speaking you understand and I feel like Bora is a victim because Kerfatu was targeted this is my own opinion Bora was targeted because Bora is a victim because Kerfatu is targeted. It's not Bora that is targeted. It's Kerfatu that is targeted. Because going back to the treatments, the journalists working in Kerfatu, the cameramen working in Kerfatu, and then now we go down to the people that are having programs on Kerfatu. So it will go down to the point where they will actually go onto Kerfatu because then we hear from Kerfatu. Look, loo xam ne rafetul loo xam ne baaxul te loo xam ne is unjust when you sit down it means that you excuse it it means that also you accept it so ñu bari dañ laa wane nga noppi ñu bari dañ laa wane nga noppi you have your mind to speak your mind period so baalal ma ba bàyyi ñeneen ñi ñu wax because I'm just so bitter because dama foog ne it's too much dama foog ne Gambians yi we always ñu dañoo roll over ñëpp ñu work on top of us and there is a time bi nga xam ne dangaa ne is honest man nag anything loo xam ne is to do with abuse of power or abuse in general then this is the way you will hear me so I'm a citizen I have a voice and that's why I'm voicing te ñi bari tamit baalal ma te dinaa conclude by saying ñu bari ñi la wane ñi dañ leen xam wala ko leen xam man Bora xamantew maa moom but li happen si moom ak li happen si ñeneen ñi ku mel ni Nene Frida or I spoke I tell my mind so thank you very much Gambia Police will continue
well hopefully
the right thing.
yes thank you Sai Toure
the enforcers of the law not abusers
Thank you for adding your voice on this, and I agree with you entirely. So new abrogation of people's rights. What you said, Kisi Pati Nangam Laneko. Even like say even Fajan don't agree with UDP, but man, I defended. I spoke against her arrest on Bantaba UDP platform, even though they've done new video, new criticized, which is normal because we can all be on the same. Listen, they've done why when they arrested her. Man, definitely program, and I said, and that should be the way forward. Ñeneen ñi dañoo wax ne kii lii la def ñu dee lii no gis nga su ñëwee right of the human being, don't look into key si party ban la nekk, just stand for the rights, for the people. Yeah. Thank you Said Touré. Thank you. All right. It is I have got stream of calls here right now. I'm going to call back on those people. Keba Sabali did call, but that's a while ago. I think that's when I had a problem with my connection. I think he was trying to tell me that. But Bamba me alongo, Bamba me Germany. Bimbe 3 minutes la dila, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay, alles klar. 3 minutes, kein Problem, mein Bruder. Alles gut. Yo, abbiamo sempre come studiati in bancola come capo cambio diamo moda be pannola babito onse diamo nanno so hakilol ni so pante halat moda malake ka diamo hakil mali ka diam banko dole fanela banko kanu ke ye solidarity nyola dunia de ndeko afo pa mulla radio 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Dunia fana solidarity la ka dunia sambade. Hanil Islam no wala karan adu hanil nalo na la tuwa wo karan fana bola nya solidarity. Mul nyanda ka solidarity nyo ka nyo ma koy. Adon daka fo mole ko to solira am signat bileja. Ta so fa ame place se ko muni ci dara man khadim mu ma ci dara. So bala moy bala affaire bi di ag signat bi kon Gambia ñu war a taxaw ñun ñëpp maa ko nekk benn parce que mbooloo mooy doole xam so ninka si dañuy si kul mira si kutem adam boro mina tulum na mollale comme Sénégal Macky Sall ba tulum kan Sénégal jone amina tulum kilon la kala adon Macky Sall c'est all Sénégal histoire Sénégal est quand même fort c'est post passé ne travel license amana Senegal o travel license system wala beti donc hanna ya samana barbaro ka waya o ba manifesta kan truro ala mansa kunda okay min be mata min ka dia mun da malo bare an kala audio mo bare an dem ya banda muka ada mo don dol beti mo kan na time o wis ko lamai ya so akamen fo o sia ka son ko la ko. Okay, anyway, si aka sonko mo ani ilabanta min bela man sama yonne kusi nde momo be Gambe ibe president fasa kam tilimbali min man ta tonyadi be Gambe don nakar kam ibe na fuloti nakam ndete support la kada man nin kaltiwo kada fulatiwo e kada ndel I cannot support you wa montelati. Okay, so bar wala diamon wala diamon taka mbeta fonyinin ka malo yanna la najile woni fala audio play so ite mena tomba la diamo ko
no okay mbe 1 minute of your time. Let me make this clear. It's good that you know because mo dole fonje ko ntol manya na mbemba promote la yalla nyanta me understand na mo ntol manta nga play mena ala audio to ay fojile kay minister record le so this is an act of criminality where any borough government agreed Hanite ni moy record is criminal without the person's consent. Ako mole minister call. No mbedi am kam bembale ko ay minister record. So nka dalilo men fumana nga play pour mole alonko. He's on record ko ako ay minister. No, I'm ngamen play ala diamo kono wala la fitale pour ye alaji bora arrest. Abe wala propagate kam. Yes. Anim fana be waro fana tandi kanko ate kango sotole itola ya tinna ye atela tinna ababay andu itolle ba tinna ni nyimman ito lafita mena ninyi make ba fanam baylale ala diamo wala fir
wala police inspector general do fo
siaka sonko
so wala ko yamina e tombala diamo ko because ndol last say kam ko ya psychological karam ni manyina last time yo ni manyina nara mo so ndol pana was psychological ni ka karan truto university ya ndol fanya karan na truto Quran Karim among the from 40 so nde la analysis I see the man voice koma ni tara karodol avec aka memfo karodol sa fono ko abe memfo kan siakala karo mo ponyal barala diamo travelising de ka wala jiji del analyst they can because for these people they want to take a city they parola government okono e memfo ko wala kala ni mo ke be hani espeto se fenke ablasanya e memfo na ma ke they will throw out so wala kan memfo gambe don le ko ndaka diamu nakuma kan ka fa kilma wala kan na fu gambe don le ko constitution ten ya be de be yudi file be do ele be mama kandele kata pati indi constitution ta Gambia because constitution on me mara 22 years ba tarayani tilimbal ya kan be ka si nka gibe ni diamote e ka poko we need peace we don't have peace this country because this constitution is not a peace nka tamo lua buko mina amaka peace constitution so it can be not expect because member sirinje tilimbalo lam so tilimbalo mimba ta febola aba tamo wala adu momo be talla bal purina do ko ke waaw nge dox mom lum wax lol ngay def te soko deful dafa lay tax because constitution bobo xamna Gambia ñoo tok ñi bind ko ñi tegg ko constitution bo mo baaxu te constitution bo sa même ñi sànni carte pour Yaya Jammeh jógee si Gambia lool si mu ngi nekk si sababu pour constitution bi ñu man koo cëy te ba léegi constitution bi cëyuñu ko kenn soppiwu ba léegi di same constitution la ñuy dox ban ana law rule of law in Gambia so ñi toog ni di waxtaan rek garaw luy raam si ñat bi lay jëm ne waaw baraka ba
jërëjëf Bamba baraka mbadi mal bela make you online bantabalo I have got 3 more callers to take and I want to crave your indulgence and understanding. I don't want to take any more calls after these 3 callers. That is Cherno Sise, Fatu Wale, and Keba Sabali. Those are the calls registered on my phone. And they will be the last callers today. And we're going to terminate the broadcast. So I will give a couple of minutes to each of them. Cherno Sise, I think Cherno Sise is in Spain. But Nama Sika, I will go to the other caller. Okay. Atayala Fenko Luzle, Madam Sister in Leeds, Fatu Wale in Leeds. Fatu Wale, Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Edimbara.
Humbe konton nan ba molbe konton nan molbe platform o kaptai.
Abaraka.
Yeah. Kai ko nga programo jibe bare membe kirin Gambia konon tinga mera nying ala ti bora ala nying ares nying. Ibe continental drong pro ka ke drong continental any Tom Dick and Harry go gutala ya sorong. Ya sinu like lingus emotionally and then psychologically mentally arabaro nala IGP to understand where I can the arabaro mul botabeko arabaro ko I cannot just imagine that one. I cannot just understand. Mira arabaro ko yet talaran ko benna ayema ko benna I cool am fit nan kana ba ka bre mol be diamole be kilo kala for arabaro ka bre ko di adama to mol be kapta nyola arabaro sindi arabaro killing all na I mol buru di 360 amol murundi mo babanta na lula ka ko ka tek why is arabaro just this this how do you call it
disregarding the laws
disregarding the laws of the country and then disrespecting the Gambian people's rights yeah the freedom of expression arabaro there's no justice in the Gambia very lawless country nobody. You know, this country doesn't have any law. You know, the citizens are in fear. Anytime you say anything, the Gambia government, the IGP, and the Gambia government will just come for you, especially when you are against the party NPP. You know, you are nobody. Is it NPP? NPP doesn't own the Gambia. The Gambia is for everybody. Even me, I don't come on follow pan time pan. And I had coming to the Gambia. They are all part of the Gambia. They are all part of that soil. But the NPP and Adamabaro and his government, they think they own the Gambia and own the Gambian people. Pakistan is a dictator. On top of that, Adamabaro is a dictator. We were thinking Adamabaro is going to work the way it's going to be democratically, and he was democratically elected in that way, but he has just deviated completely. He's gone outside the line and he's now put us back. He just took the whole country back into the situation that we were in before. It's so sad, Sehu. Why are Gambians? We need to continue chanting and then advocating for Alaji Bora to be out of that place. He doesn't belong here. Alaji Bora hasn't said anything negative. I was going to be a soldier in here. Okay, it's just that one or two things. The reason why I was not, I decided not to join the army. But if I was there and I'm still going to be retired, I will be.
What happened to Fatu Wale's line?
Right.
Yeah.
You understand? Is there a right to go against the government when the government is not treating them right?
Yeah.
You know, it's so sad.
Yeah.
And say, it's just a big disappointment, you know, say who. I cannot say anything.
Amalo alakode ajahlo wata.
Yeah, we are not in favor of the coup, but then if it happens, the people are not happy. That's why they did it. If it happens, and then now we are going to be together with them and in solidarity with them, and then say yes, they have done the right thing, because 2 times and make sure the first time and the second time you coup betoge. The citizens will not say no, we don't want you. But they are just against and suppressing the citizens, their own citizens.
Yeah.
You know, everything is difficult in that country, the Gambia.
Yeah.
And it's the smallest country in West Africa.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want us to stop being a puppet to Macky Sall. Macky Sall is a dictator, and at the same time, you know, he's also a dictator. It's not right. It's very sad.
Abaraka Fatu, thank you for your contribution. Abaraka, thank you.
Yeah,
Abaraka Fatu wale referral mu jatoliti sister member late. Fanam frustrated. So Keba Zabali Helsinki Finland. Atala final quality. Keba bismillah nga mbede nga opportunities ke congratulate Keba ngaje award le ke Helsinki. Bob Ture yakala Facebook auto. They were presented with I think a dedication service to the community. Is that the award there? Yeah.
Yes, that's the award.
Yeah, well,
I'm very proud of it, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
After drone community and drone awole for fananko. Amen chekon tele katoke katambi molbela. Mo jamale bi jammin mu katalalti akamunda biben tan tele fedron.
Yeah.
And manya na feel like I'm doing something for you. Nte before fenke kan na feel like is an obligation on me to serve my people in whatever I can. Because there are certain opportunities that I have here as an advantage. And if I should be,
yeah.
I should also think about what can I do for people.
Yeah.
And that's what I continue to do.
But well deserved.
I came to
yeah,
this
deserved.
country. Yeah, Mbelorin kaje konna community moli kujamalu tantolbulu. I mean, among the immigrants here, Gambians are really seen as people who have great opportunity in this country. And then because of some opportunities.
Yeah, in fact, Keba, I was meant to congratulate you, but bring Alaji Borala Nikona, in another platform, but bring Alaji Bob to left off for a journey. Okay, congratulate you. Really deserve it, because and this is good. But in on the back show, never told Bakso na yego ya wono le so do Finland wo ba ni okuya.
Ale modu kumala mosa kumala allo molu do molu me alo ko ye pension na konta mo pension na ni na muso.
Okay, I like Keba.
Left and nene congratulate na for coming to your platform or our platform. And I mean for Jambi, we are very proud of her. Nene is a great lady. Me alo Gambia la kuo abe parering alale andung ikaja ala visiono. Ate is very wide andung nene abuka monya kono jube. Member kono akawole fo andung aka low principle lekang aka low tonyaka. So nene nyantale benga embrace kaitandi ko left ñu ñom mo si fallela abuka jube ko mbeñim patika warante ñine support aka kumo tale ko comme momé alon ko c'est concerned Gambian left nene la ka jay
atene juka kañ imam morom amuñ morom juka sise
parce que me yen concern bi andung akata ñekoti me alon ko ayembala fa Gambian ko fe and akata quote me alon ko ngalon ko Gambia ko ibe mone kan koten kelo because ni membe ke kam borala wallahi amanche ko astata bile
ametale de
molu kala nyin jube ko mbe election time le sign time mantara election time adama baro na la timo yen try judane ye modu sabal ñu try janne ye di order boy me alon ko boran la partner nyin you'll be try janne yemo jamal le try jan kanyin ko kala bar wato election time you'll be fatlaren kaje ko alin kana sunin ko sifaye yaje say mbiri election o botala people are getting relaxed e can men call ibu kaje ko moyte follow ni bla waranga itandi ngi go xamen nako ñim tekela jam ko ni nata la right to there is no election time or after election no la right country or her country is a right only. I mean, I mean, this time allowed, but next the other time am I important. Entertain for aduntan na Bangkok. It means no matter for election time because in the traditional already coming any time is more commanding and need that explanation of in the end. Anyway, Santo, we are waiting for Santo. And Nico Jumale Santo, Ikafo is Santo. Who is Santo? Jumale Santo.
Santo Bukalong.
This Santo has never any name. Ikafo, Nita Poise go Hayala Botanto Bulla de Santo. Nico is Santo, you may go Santo. You order sort of Cabo Santo, Yam commanding and the Cabo Santo. And if you ask who is Santo, they said Santo. Who is Santo? Jumala Santoti, Mune Cafo Santo, Mune Famu Santoti, Muna Santo Pentol Fenola all the time, and we never know who is Santo. Pabo Bojekala case for a month of Mole audio finding. Mole Famotata face to face with Kamodaka in Telebe Falete, Mbe Falalete.
Really?
Yes. In Brikama. Kamodu Tata witness all the fari would blabo. And
so I'm on audio. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. Then I'm audio. I life threatening a cabin fala. I make it is wrong in form by arrest. Police will call. Buba Gadiko, Yabute Bandu, Kaju Kuku Penula Kara Camera Tina, Fadi Bankola Katina, bring it at a police car report. Police will phone call crime like because first lady la camera manual. The car crime like and batch in bit a copy. Yabuba in Kapuka Manene, I mean, Fenke Bojanula Tondile, was so called so Barola spokesman and Fala. Ami Bojan Sisoho. Ami Bojan Sisoho
Tata Kafa Ture Manene, Kafa Kohani, Ako Contela case it and not do Kula. Well, la case. I didn't bring a man in Nason, the Bubako, a man in case bulla. Police will find one, I don't know, one son, will find you a soko case ventil, Blunga in phone, not filo bed that this is going to court. Bao Bubako, a man sabari, because your main color is wrong, a man left Yake Modola. After, Facture Nato, Sane commanding, Sane na ta mona kin tona wise ka favorable kana command ko tan ni la fen command do kala fenche command PRO command kana ta command in case o kay ko bari it will be responsible in case lan to le ni ta fam be jamo kan all the time why this change in then after data bulan in case no ma yalo ne na ta men foy ko ha file ya kale ya samba IGP la office kabiri sa for wasango up to now 2 years case ni among more cotton.
Yeah. State House like block. State House like case in block.
I come on to Gambia mo first class citizens and second class citizens. All the Gambia. All me alonko they are above the law because we State House Madam Fatuba Barola Moti ako kana my IGP command IGP ko kal file samana ya adina ya landi tablo ke smolo aka akamunda sai modol right to Gambia le modol bar right to
no Ablaye Sanya keba Ablaye Sanya yamira Ablaye Sanya fon alanya silang so bang keba yalam kanyin ko sono nyin ken because Ablaye Sanya nyanti mirana la kaburo la manyana sila la fatu babaro la manyana sila rembor bal nyimma alanya silang fon so nyin atela
yalo sehu men no keta komun ya ye niaje mol bebe hanyirin kotenke kunu men kata kumanke molula so sai wole mol sonyin bravery la kotenke kaje ko I can do it and nothing will come out of it yaje bring yaje melarity kol men be kata and we have clear evidence on all those things still those people are free men ye mol fa ye mol bute ye kolke men no fa yaran ko ni commissioner of man news to kula because wol fon kata nyame there are clear evidences men yalan ko wolle nyin ke mol mute bute city hani mo mer kifam mol manta ko ko man kela so wolle atina Gambia in service benole bebe fatiyaring ku buka mosela ni wonte ni mol yaje men ye nyunyon kenun kunu kula kata wala tenu bi ni ko be membura ba frene ndo resign na bari ke na ko critical because soma I will be responsible yaje sehu honestly Gambia nyatlinda menna I am balafala because na feel ko Gambian ko they are not going to take their responsibility just on the solidarity ta kallo kaje ko mbebe we are one Gambia alin kana sombota men kono kunu ngamurute kidu mbe guru ka wala kono Luwalu Gambia is going back to us and the war abekalam be problem ballot in culture men de ke kam face in kam kele ko akana ke wole be balukam because science gradually mole amara political tambitale alingande fente caring fenke even killing mutale ben killing command le ben killing arrest le bitan killing moli sa kamuda mode you are standing on your own among any multiple we are standing together as Gambians and protecting our rights as Gambians we want better Gambia and we want to see good Gambia sai wo bota jele sai mo ka jira moral la problem fenkel la problem of and we soma Gambian ko kumbo fea membala nimbe kumbola ndira kuma fara ko alta Senegal kumandi na makoy alta Mali kumandi tam makoy fal itolle siata banku dindolu ti bang folu fana mbalu man dingola soto control fana mu dingoti wandi bal to nyame mune atinan to la problem of buga solve no foka foko alinga yakari banku ko tango mo la woliye na makoy anything Gambia no si baby cry keje alim makoy alim fenketen itol ko moliye ko be ke Gambia no staff hosunna ay ko do yin pati dia tay barkala struggle ka fuka je ko ay banku kendo londi ay balunya kendo soto ay bo damiro la ni sada dano dunia kono iman ke awala de ibuka abuka malu fana ka foko ntoluza banko kam prunga malu ko Gambian ko nene mune fighter fango e kadu hani na independent no men fango keleta na ke ba follow wala lote balan bira bota oton to la generation lu ngamune fight no fango e ngamen bondi no fanka Senegambia birin ku koy coup d'etat Senegal le nata fenke coup d'etat karinyo le nata inene maji Gambia ku ke ayama kato bayno fango Adama Barrow sindo Senegal le nata ku koy coup d'etat Senegal le nata ya jemme coup d'etat tumale bina ali Russia command ali French command France ko binale Angleterre ko these are the kind of things that Gambians are fond of doing and do lahi kukan sumanna atafola mokoma nin bisin sita ngambulo la nyokan sehu wallahi billahi what I am foreseeing men kanana wallahi continue to do it means ko nin kan ni regime membe ya start because it's full of those old hands men yala ko wolle ni ko ke APRC government be loring B. Baroni wole be do kola. Wole itangala ko. Do you want to stay or not? And Baro saying I prefer to stay because I think menke. I feel like when it's all the same for me. I come to a cancer because now I told a molko. Allow the alone government came to a catan to be soron. You will take a catesorum, and never family of Fontolmafo. The catan de soron, allow I don't control the alone menke. Allow a barrow sell book on to let her say book on canyon of you. You tell the fan carfo, a man to mole at Tusal. You call the soron and new government fan, Munake.
Abaraka Keba, ila diamo badaba. Abaraka Baki, thank you, Keba Sabali. Abaraka, well on the brother Keba Sabali at a long final quality today. Alimbalal, maybe call kick and John says maybe tomorrow I'll take you can call in. Time over until it's 22:33 p.m. right now in the UK. So Kutale, we gotta draw the curtain here until tomorrow. Because we could be Aladibora, we have to stand in solidarity with him. Unless Ninga Moikoya Bulale, then so we can put we will take our feet off the gas in terms of being advocacy menkela. We'll be here tomorrow, inshallah. The same advocacy will continue on UDP Online Bantaba. So Allah Barakabaki, thank you for your time. I want to thank Nene Fredo Gomez, Naluntamba Min Narabi. Tomorrow, I will try to see whether we can have another guest tomorrow on Bantaba, and then we will open the lines for people to talk about this issue. So, Laftali may understand. It is what is important is mantra mo. Ninga audio play. We have a reason why we play it. Most of all, we will never promote anybody. Okay, so it's also good that we hear their audios. The role of the media is for the public to hear. Molia understand. So the program Kumvala Janne. Yes, Wanifa, you want to say something before we wrap up?
You know, some of these people we like to be respectful to our listeners, but some complaints are not relevant. Remember, drama, if he says something Mayalonga is relevant to the topic, we have to bring it on. Remember caring, Science and Modula platform is heartbreaking. If you listen to that, you'll understand what people are saying. NPP are the movers and shakers, supporters, literally. Kerfado about sponsor. She made it very clear. In fact, Barrow himself, he mentioned Barrow himself, and there is evidence to collaborate what she said based on cabinet meetings and statements from ministers. Barrow la sponsorship. I'll try to maybe get that video later on, and post it. But in essence,
Pamuru and Tagle on Kavoko Fatura Vitala Jela name Fenke
they are on it. Yeah,
but
it's not just
but one of our tonality it's good that she delved into this. But I was talking about this.
She even mentioned state ministers.
Yeah, sponsorship withdrawal and Yadi Jumala Yaya Damfa, which is very
apparently sad. It wasn't just one sponsorship, it was multiple. Like a girl called about 6 or 7 of them Kafoeko Alakundu. Yeah, understand? And you know, they are making very interesting stories about Komehani. Even they you invite guests, MPP supporters will tell them Kanata J. Yeah, understand? So these people are becoming terrorists in our society. So when they say something that is Narunkan Bemba Delta Men Banen Droning Pool now okay then Pilela because never Malabiko. But now it wasn't just Bemba, it was also those small boy in Germany. Yeah, understand it. Other people many along they it already taranyim because Borai program okay last week you manke this week program it had to call on this guy Adamabaro and his police force to arrest him. So you could see is going to be very interesting. Abanda Dauda, Fabekala Baro Lamasaya Kolaliba. But it looks like the police were not willing immediately to act. But somebody compelled them and they were organized. It will they raise their voice, you call Muda. And at the end of the day,
one if I to the interview sorry, on King FM. In fact, maybe I be the same thing for Kanjana member Kevin. So tomorrow we can play ninga certain segment
so let them understand that press freedom ayalong nenanga nyinto maningo fango njane ko baro yala atako media lad na te boyda so aba boyla media kana
yeah
anala supporters all mume belam So ni me amira comment ko freedom hani ite me comment section maybe the freedom but ndolmen ka diamu jam. We all stand the risk of getting arrested by these people anytime we go to Gambia.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that mbele be contribute kan but risks be nyokan.
Yeah. Definitely one if I Barakabake, we but yeah, the problem is ngole vo mole ni momo bi duna ni political kono one if la uzeno da bota da mile tule. We are not better than him.
Exactly.
Okay. Na mankala politics involved in that mile too. So political kono momo biji bi alaji bora some months ago ni ko alaji bora ko they will invite you to Serekunda Karaba policy bi alaji tal. So mobile meaning political kono put it in the back of your mind that this irresponsible government can always invite you to the police because it's America. That's the way being married. It's not going to work. You know, they at some point they will run out of steam. This is not going to be the method that can work because it's not going to work. And in fact, Nika Banko Dingolu arrest Ike gonna hang in the telephone. Yeah, more people will start picking up. Yeah. So
extremism le breed in society ka boy banko kay la banko kay kanya pikan ike sorong ike muda modol ka fal kar ñol muda e manke banko din kendo dal katal ke muda by force so ñin ka masi bola wulu banko kan adam baro na la so it's not just MPP belam MPP ko mu
we're going to wrap the program up here until tomorrow. Thank you.
Itebeden kili jumale lala ni useri fata dami nte juguna nyanta fala jele Mandela do buoke Gambia bebe jelela Gambia bebe se ore Lumena Mandela minada wolunta be pipeline birinda ko sanka julojita akonte nganta tube wolumolu bere kampata bari wolya mamari mulo woli ba mamari mulo ala be jinkera manso be jinkera ale konsajere keme senja menyoli be no ko njaay wolle ye fala sonko nyurde ye ale fonsaje